Alright, boys and girls, it's your boy King Jiffy Coats here today. I hope you've had a great Christmas. I'm very happy to see you all. I'm glad to be back in the swing of things. I know I've taken a couple days off, but I have a family, and I would rather spend time with them than sit here on the internet. As much as I love you guys, as much as I love having an audience that cares to say. Now we're probably gonna dive into some lore, have some fun here today. I'm hoping this is gonna be a big, exciting time. Yeah, dude, I'm big excited about everything. I'm gonna turn my audio output a little bit down, turn this a little bit up. And first one we're gonna be doing here. First thing we're jumping into is the disturbing lore of Dusk. Now, I did a video on Dusk a while back. I didn't perform incredibly well, but I enjoyed making the video. I really enjoyed the game. I think New Blood's out there doing a lot of really cool shit. But yeah, we're going to dive into the lore of Dusk right here. I think this is going to be interesting. I'm going to give you a little bit of my perspective. He's going to give you a little bit of his perspective, and we're going to see how much taint we can solve in this little bit of time.
There once was a man who lived in a town, but while he was away, it was burned to the ground. He returned home one day to find everything gone. He was hung upon a meat hook, but survived until dawn. In this
Dude, it would have been cooler if you would have said survived with a thong.
video, we'll be telling the story of this man who lived in a town. That town being Dusk. A town plagued with occult corruption, held prisoner by military martial law, and controlled by otherworldly creatures. To understand the lore of Dusk, let us first begin by understanding our protagonist, our unnamed protagonist, whom the community has dubbed as Dusk Dude. So for the remainder of the video, we'll refer to the protagonist as Dusk Dude for simplicity, or just Dude for even more simplicity. Why did he return to the town of Dusk? And why is the town in the condition it is? To truly understand the story of Dusk, we're gonna have to visit two other New Blood interactive games. One of them being Faith, the Unholy Trinity, and the other...
I didn't know this had a tie into Faith. That's interesting.
...being Dusk 82. We'll begin with Dusk 82, and return later to Faith, the Unholy Trinity, whenever it's relevant in the story. Dusk 82 tells us the story of Dusk Dude returning back to his hometown of Dusk to see his wife and daughter. Upon arriving to the town of Dusk, he quickly notices that the sky is unusually dense with clouds, and the air is thick and reeks of decay, making it obvious that something just isn't right going on in this town. Upon moving deeper into the town, presumably to find his way back home to his wife and daughter, Dusk Dude finds out that there's military presence in the town by discovering some mines. And he also notices that there's just something not right with the wildlife, because they're acting oddly aggressive and howling at the sky. These findings and anomalies piqued Dusk Dude's interest, and he decided to investigate just what's going on in the town of Dusk. And this is when things got more intense and interesting. Dusk Dude discovered that there is a cult that has taken over the town and has slaughtered anybody that wouldn't convert to their cultic.
Bro, look, that is such sick art. I need to find this comic book because this comic book looks sick, dude. It's very Mike Mignola, but not Mike Mignola. And that's what's kind of great about it, is it honestly looks a bit like the Dusk artwork, but with some Mike Mignola, like, injection of the semen. It's full fucking jumping in, hard dicked. The thing that I also like, it's like, because the game itself has kind of like a Mike Mignola style. If you don't know who that is, he's the guy who created Hellboy.
Religion. Although it's never stated anywhere in the game, many people believe that the military was here because they were trying to contain this cult from getting outside of the town of Dusk. However, they too succumbed to the corruption caused by this cultic energy. Dusk Dude decides that the only solution to this is to kill everything in the town and purge it of all evil. From here, Dusk Dude went on an absolute rampage.
Dude, let's go! let's go, dude. You show up to your hometown, your family's gone, and it's just time to fucking purge everything. That was kind of what I got. Well, I thought he was going after a treasure, so this is all new lore to me. I thought he was just going after a treasure. There was this cult that fucking showed up, got giggity schmoodle on the beat, decided to slap a lot of clitoris, and then you had to go slap that clip back, you know? So I'm liking that there was another game that actually dived into a little bit more, gave him a little more depth. I always like when they do that. It's also funny that he's called the Dusk Dude, because it's like Doom Guy, Dusk Dude, Postal Dude. I love it. I love it. I love it when the character is just like, name of the game, and then it's a guy. He's just a fucking dude. I like that. I like it. This is just cool. I like that this game was big enough that it created this whole lore community behind it.
Decimating anything and everything in his path that had any type of demonic implications in it. Cultists, possessed goats, possessed military soldiers, everything in anything. During this purge, he discovered a massive facility doing some very interesting research that could augment reality. However, whenever he went to investigate the source of all this demonic energy in reality-altering research, he encountered a man named Big John, who is presumably some type of military commander that is described as a mountain of a man and wields a massive Gatling gun. Although Big John was intimidating, Dusk Dude defeated him. However, in defeating Big John, his victory was short-lived, and that's whenever we're met with this closing screen of Dusk 82. Big John's deluge of taunts is cut short by your rivet, the explosions leaving blissful silence in its wake. But your triumph is short-lived. You hear the shuffling of footsteps, and a blow to the back of your head knocks you to the ground. A strange voice growls, "Take him to the basement. I have a special death planned for this one." The world around you fades, and you realize this is not the end. This is only the beginning.
So here's my thing. So I like that Dusk 82 adds a little bit more story that the FPS game doesn't. But again, I wish they would kind of want to put that in the FPS game too. I know that gives you a reason to go play Dusk 82. It's just not my style of game, and it's like he's not even he's not showing any gameplay from that on screen. It's one of those things. It's like the gameplay of Dusk is fucking like acid supercharged chaos, man. That's like Quake on AIDS steroids. But you look at like 82, it's more of a slow paced it's like that 64-bit, not 64-bit, like fucking 1-bit bullshit Atari style gameplay, which I never really like calls out to me. It's really not my fucking thing, you know what I mean?
After being knocked out, Dusk Dude finds himself in a dark basement, hanging from a meat hook. But from sheer will, Dusk Dude pulls himself off of this meat hook, but is quickly discovered by his captors and charged, forcing him to fight for his life the moment he wakes up. Dusk Dude was still determined to discover what the source of all this
This is terrifying, by the way. This is fucking nightmare fuel inducing. This is like what it must feel like to like wake up and get a text. It's like, hey, by the way, I just got checked and I have super AIDS.
Corruption of the city is. So he set himself back onto that course, fighting his way through the foothills, the farmland, a cultist-infested church, a mining claim, and eventually in the dead of
Dude, you can't tell me now the way Dusk looks. It looked like you see a screenshot like this where the guns are just fucking floating, everything looks clunky, and you can't tell me that this doesn't almost look like fucking scamware. Not even scam or shovelware, I mean. Hey, that's why I didn't buy this game for so long, is I thought it was fucking shovelware. Totally was mind blown and had a wonderful experience. This shit really, really, really changed me for terms of, wow, look what they did with story and gameplay and all the amazing elements in this game. And it's just so good. It's so good. But upon first seeing like the pictures of this game looks rough. But again, it works with the themes, it works with the vibes, it works with the griminess nature of it. Everything works perfectly in-game, but seeing just screenshots of it and not knowing anything about it before purchasing it, I honestly was worried it was going to be shovelware.
The night, making it through the gate, back into the ghost town known as Dusk, where this military installation has been developed, and where the true horrors are hidden. Along his path through the facilities, he is met with some gruesome discoveries. One of those discoveries being the Thresher, which is a massive, brutal machine used by the cult that was used to grind up the remains of the people of Dusk that wouldn't convert to their
Beast! If they don't convert to the religion of the Lovecraftian horrors, you must grind their bodies. It's Squidman Meat Factory.
cult. It's believed that the cult thought that feeding flesh to this machine was a way to pay tribute to this unholy creature they worshipped. So not only...
Dude, what's super cool about this too, I know I'm pausing a lot. I'm going to pause a lot because that's, like, otherwise I'm just ripping somebody's video off. But if you've ever read Baraska is a really cool, like, kind of dive into, like, cult-esque mentality and, like, the culty McCulterson of everything. And they have, like, a meat grinding machine. It's called the Silver Gentleman. Oh, it's so sick. And this part of the game was, like, an embodiment of, like, something like that. Now, Baraska goes into a bunch of different ass fucking directions and a different, like, world of realms of AIDS and apocalypse. But I really like where I can look at this and see, like, inspirations of all the weird cult things that I've seen over the years.
Would they throw the remains of the corpses of those who wouldn't convert, but they would also at times willingly sacrifice themselves for the cause. One of the many facilities Dusk Dude came across was the Esker Lab, which is an underground lab Dusk Dude found when moving through the Thresher, to reach the deeper machinery underneath the ground hidden out of plain sight, which is where this military was trying to perform research to discover what this new-found power could be used for. But what they didn't know is the very source of the power was controlling them in a very cynical way, ultimately manipulating their research, tricking them into creating grotesque monstrosities, while at the same time augmenting and destroying their own world. Alongside this, the researchers also discovered that if they combined human flesh with the energy...
Yummy! Dude, tell me you wouldn't want that for Christmas dinner, bro. That's just such a savage, like, meat drop. Dude, everybody likes a good meat drop. It's like a tit drop, only with a penis. Or with human remains. All good things.
Provided by this mysterious creature. It can create a portal that combines their worlds together. The human world and the world where this unholy creature resides. And their ability to create this portal is why many believe the Thresher was created. To collect flesh, to be combined with this energy to generate the portal, to reach this otherworldly being they consider their god.
So far, one thing I'm kind of confused on. What the fuck is this ad, dude? Jesus Christ, dude. Let's get just anime tits and fucking anime ass. What are we doing here? What are we doing here, dude? Anyway, anyways, what I wanted to say, I can't even remember, dude. I got distracted by anime tits and anime ass just out of the blue. Fucking ad central. I'm bricked up now. I'm just kidding. I'm not really bricked up. That'd be way too uncomfortable while I'm streaming, and I have to go relieve myself. But anime really doesn't do it for me like that. Really not my cup of tea. I'd rather watch real people have sex. Wow, what a concept, dude. Drawings just don't fucking bricked up. But so far, I'm a little... I remember what I was going to say. So far, I'm a little bit confused on how Faith ties into this. Because Faith, I've watched full lore breakdowns. I've seen Wendigoon's video on Faith. If you haven't, kind of dived into Faith doesn't look like a game that you want to play. Wendigoon does a really, really good breakdown of it. And I just want to see what it ties into here. Because I understand that there's the cult, just like in Faith. There's some overlaps. But he hasn't really brought Faith up since bringing up Dusk Night or 82 and Faith. He hasn't really said shit about it.
And upon entering it, he finds himself in the Nameless City, a city infested with cultists and many other worldly horrors.
Wait, is it called the Nameless City or the Iron Cathedral? Because I thought it was called the Iron Cathedral because the level was called Iron Cathedral. Or maybe that's just the name of the cathedral inside the city? I don't know.
Inconceivable by most. A world that does not follow the same law.
That sword fucking fucks, dude. This sword that's fading out of screen already fucks so hard. It's so much fun to use. It's the only weapon in Dusk that replaces another weapon.
Logic as Earth. Dusk Dude battles his way through a massive iron cathedral, full to the brim with cultists of all ranks. But as one could expect, there is always something even more horrifying laying in wait within these crypts. And it would seem that the longer Dusk Guy is within this realm, the more and more it starts to penetrate and augment his sense of reality. The realm
Bro was getting his fucking ass kicked by the little running screaming monsters. Now, when I first saw him too, they jumped on my asshole pretty quick, and I'm not gonna lie, dude, it made me feel regret for getting circumcised, but I still was a little better than that, man. I did a little bit better. I didn't get as punched in the butthole as he did.
toys with his mind, forcing him to revisit places he's already been. Remnants of the foothills, the facilities, and even his own home, being intact.
Well, what's great about this too, and I don't know if he's gonna go into this, it's almost like he's gone to the underneath from like Stranger Things, where everything's like mirrored, or it's like bad imitations, or it's like partially pulled from the real world and just kind of remnants of itself inside this darker realm, which I think adds more to this like in-between dimension of horrors, because it feels like an in-between dimension, like it's pulling from different places, and I really liked how that made it feel like everything was more important.
Agonized with the memory of losing his family. The closer Dust Dude got to the source of this madness, the more this otherworldly being tried to break his mind by augmenting his reality. Throughout the story, Dust Dude is mocked by a man with a demonic voice, taunting him to pursue the origin of this accursed cult. And the closer he got to achieving this goal, the more demonic the world around him became.
That blue area part is fucking nuts, dude. It is fucking balls to the walls crazy. It's one of the hardest things I've ever done in an FPS game. It is so crazy.
At this moment in the story, Dusk Dude is oblivious as to who this demonic voice speaking to him could be. However, there are hints littered throughout the campaign. And one of those hints is...
Okay, bro set this shit up just for this clip. Those crystals are not just right in front of the fucking juicy thingy. I'm saying that because it makes a sound. But they're scattered all over this map. Bro was like, I'm not putting any footage of me running around. I'm just going to set them in front of the teleporter and we're going to get this shit done.
Straight up a dead giveaway on who it is.
Not everybody cares about quality.
Bro, why do I got a Wish version of Tom Hardy popping up on the screen right now? YouTube, you need to, like, chill it out with as many ads as you guys do. I have a Wish Tom Hardy. But I want to say something in terms of gameplay here. The boss fight here was so much fun because it felt like you were 1v1ing versus somebody. It was such a fun boss fight because this bastard's fucking jump sprinting around the map, and it's so hard to keep up with him that it just feels like somebody trolling you. Oops.
In Faith the Unholy Trinity campaign, and one of those hints is straight up a dead giveaway on who it is. If you've played Faith the Unholy Trinity. In Faith the Unholy Trinity, the protagonist can find what appears to be an abandoned cabin. And inside this cabin, they can find a note and a picture that reveal to us who this character is, and its connection with this cultic character in Dusk.
Oh! That is so sick. He's right there, dude. He's right there. Oh, so there is a tie. I jumped a little early because he hadn't like covered it at all. But ooh, dude, I like that these games are all part of the same series, part of the same universe. Ooh, that's good.
If you look at this picture has 3 different characters from 3 different New Blood interactive games. The one we're most interested in is obviously the one on the far left, because this character bears the same markings as the person we found in the picture in Dusk, bearing the emblem of the cult on their forehead. Now, as to who this character actually is...
But here's my question. This is in a maybe, like, just because he's in a picture in the game doesn't mean that those games are 100% tied together. I know studios all the time that put, like, their developers and put, like, fucking random pictures showing, like, other characters from other IPs in it. So, I don't know if it's like a full tie. Well, we're going to have to see. We're going to have to see here.
The letter reveals entirely who this character is.
Also, like that he cut his fucking eyelids off so that he would always be seeing. He would never, he would always kind of be all-seeing, Lovecraftian fucking priest guy. It's cool. It was great design.
The letter reads the following. My dearest colleague Jacob, thank you for the letter. I am delighted to hear of your success of your venture in Pennsylvania. However, it was not enough to persuade me to join your cause. I have no interest in crumbling ghost towns, nor government experiments, nor the gibbering behemoths that lurk shamefully in the darkness between worlds. Such matters are not worthy of my expertise. My methods may be more delicate than yours, but I assure you they were given to me straight from the source. The Antichrist will step forth very soon. The second death will consume this world. This pitiful fleshy sphere, still in its infancy, yet everlastingly too late to redeem. When the time comes, I hope we may reunite as cohorts, albeit not as equals. Love always, Gary.
Oh, dude, fucking Gary, bro. Gary's such a creepy savage, dude. If you, again, you need to watch Wendigoon's breakdown. Hello, Gary. It's me, Gary.
P.S. I almost forgot to thank you for the pet. I will keep it outside my private quarters as a guard against intruders. With the picture and letter in mind, it can be concluded that the cult...
And that's the thing in Faith that has the horns. You fight a ton of those horned monsters in Dusk, and he got that's the pet. He sent him that.
Leader in Dusk is in fact Jacob. And not too soon after the picture revealing all of this is discovered, we actually encounter him for the first and final time. Jacob appears as a tall, slender man with a very pale complexion, wearing a brown coat, brown pants, boots, and a black and orange belt. He's first encountered brandishing...
He's also the only character that has like really detailed facial expressions. Every other one, he's kind of like smudged and weird. His are like fully like discovered. It's almost unsettling how good and detailed he is compared to so many of the other monsters.
A super shotgun. Most notably, Jacob has the symbol of the cult carved into his forehead, and alongside his brown eyes, he has both blood and some type of black liquid oozing from his eyes. It's clear that Jacob has some type of connection with this otherworldly being through this green electrical energy that Dust Dude has encountered throughout his journey. And it's believed that Dust Dude thought that Jacob was the source of all this evil. However, defeating Jacob was far from the end.
I also love that idea that once you start to overpower him a little bit, that the Lovecraftian horror decides that he's not worthy anymore, and you are the next great thing, and to have all the cultists kill him.
As alluded to in the note from earlier, there is a behemoth lurking, and in a way has been the puppet master controlling this cult from behind the scenes, treating Jacob as his prized possession. But little did Jacob know, he himself and everybody else in the cult were being used as a source of entertainment by this otherworldly creature.
Yeah, and I think he missed a beat by not putting in how once he had his fill of Jacob, and Jacob wasn't the ultimate Giga Chad anymore. He wasn't the Giggity Schmoodle King. He decided to then influence the rest of the cultists to kill him. I think that really pushes in the point that this thing is just fucking with everybody. And he bought himself a new toy on sale on Black Friday at Walmart, and that is Dusk Dude. And that new toy broke the other toy. He was better. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna strap some dynamite to its back and then set it off. And the other cultists are the dynamite. Fuck EVE Online. But yeah, that's I think he really missed something there, because I think it adds to the overall narrative that he's going for. It's such a cool story beat inside of Dusk, and that's where the story, like, there were some parts where I was like intrigued and interested. The further I dove in, the further I went into madness. It had that tie into stuff a lot like Into the Heart of Darkness, and it also had all these Lovecraftian things. I think that it meshed those two worlds very well. The thing that I did love was the cultists killing are the ones who actually killed Jacob. It is not you. And it just shows the influence of this Lovecraftian terror so much, and how it corrupts people's minds to such a degree. It's something that was like purely perfect Lovecraft, and the fact he's kind of not covering it is kind of an L, but this is still a very good video.
He was worthy, you know, and he accomplished so much. But then you came along. You who were stronger, you who were faster, you I like better. Who did you expect at the end of all of this? God? The devil, perhaps? No. It's just me.
Neurothopotep! Neurothopotep! Ah, yes, dude. This was a fun boss fight. I got my ass kicked quite a bit in this boss fight. Because I thought I was supposed to fight it square up like I thought everything else square up. And you kind of do, but you kind of don't. You have to, like, break the walls, let sunshine in. Because, obviously, it's like a vampire, I guess. I'm just kidding, but Sun's what fucks it up. God, this is such a big opening. When I did my video, I wanted to start it out with this overwhelmingly powerful fucking voice of Lovecraftian evil, but then make a joke out of it. How you're not that big, pal. You're not it, pal. And I really like how the way my Dusk video turned out. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. I think it's a really good video. I fuck with the thumbnail so hard. But yeah, dude, I start the video with the fucking end boss fight, which, it's kind of like a thing I do on my channel. I always know that I'm going to spoil everything because I have I don't have the ability not to spoil shit. It's just like, I hope people, when they go into my videos, they just already fucking know. But, I had a buddy, like, who does YouTube's like, really, that's brave, starting with the end boss fight. I'm like, who fucking cares? It was funny for the bit.
And now the antagonist has finally been revealed as Nyarlathotep. In Dusk, Nyarlathotep appears as a colossal, tentacle-like monster with green spots and green gashes.
All you Wave fans out there, you need to calm the fuck down. I know you want these tentacles in your asshole. I know you want to see him go into some anime bitches' vaginas, but you need to calm down. You need to, reel it back in, reel it back in. We are here to kill this thing, not to watch it sexually abuse stuff.
Littered all over its body, and with a circular mouth bearing sharp teeth in a circular fashion. In Dusk, Nyarlathotep's motives are...
Dude, honestly though, if we removed those teeth, think about how good of a blowjob machine that thing would be.
Never explicitly stated. But it's safe to assume that he's infecting all of these humans with madness and forcing them to do these horrific things for the sake of his own personal entertainment. The character...
Again, dude, I know this is something I'm pausing again. You're probably annoyed. You're probably sitting there just stroking your nipples like small penises, saying, why the fuck is King Jiffy pausing so much? But again, he could have strengthened this point already by saying you're not the one that actually kills Jacob.
Nyarlathotep was originally created by H.P. Lovecraft, who is widely considered the allfather of Lovecraft horror. Regardless of the story, Nyarlathotep has always been known as an evil deity, but he differs from many other deities in a number of ways. In H.P. Lovecraft's writing, he has the ability to disguise himself as a human being, and normally appears as a tall, slim, joyous man with charisma. But he has 1,000 other forms, most of them being truly terrifying. Most other outer gods of Lovecraftian horror also have cults. However, Nyarlathotep's cult is the only one that actually uses human languages.
Kill him, non-believer.
Another difference between Nyarlathotep and the other outer gods is that most of the other outer gods are seen as mindless creatures enacting evil, but Nyarlathotep, on the other hand, is intelligent. Unlike most of the other outer gods, Nyarlathotep enjoys spreading madness and insanity much more than just causing chaos and destruction. Evidence of this is littered throughout the campaign of Dusk, with the Crystals of Madness being just one example. But probably the most significant difference between Nyarlathotep and these other outer gods is that Nyarlathotep is the only one that walks the earth by choice. Walking the earth allows him to easily spread madness and insanity by giving him the opportunity to spread propaganda, manipulate his subjects, and even augment their reality. In the very end, when Dusk Dude discovered the very source of all this madness and insanity, he found that Nyarlathotep was the one behind corrupting the minds of the people of Dusk.
Well, we had this is 2 different playthroughs. He just went through that same step.
Them into performing gruesome acts that no sane human would do, and build monuments, mocking God, while at the same time praising him. Jacob being one of these people that he corrupted, using Jacob as a vessel, tricking Dusk Dude into following the same path that Jacob took, leading him right to Nyarlathotep. Dusk Dude probably believed that he was making progress, but he didn't realize that he was falling right into a trap set by Nyarlathotep himself. And whenever Dusk Dude proved that in fact he was worthy by not only defeating Jacob, but by defeating Nyarlathotep.
Again, he beat Jacob in a sense, but he didn't fully defeat Jacob. Jacob was then left to be destroyed by the believers in Nyarlathotep. And it goes to where he everything's a plaything to him. That is something he's kind of missing out here. Is that it's not only that he likes like sowing chaos. He sees people as his playthings.
Nyarlathotep himself. That is whenever Nyarlathotep's true motive was revealed, and when we discovered as the player that Dusk Dude himself was not beyond corruption.
Enough! Are indeed worthy, and so now my power is yours. How does it feel? Horrible, isn't it? But wonderful, yes. Who you were before is insignificant. Who you are now is inconceivable. But here you shall remain till I have need of you again. For one must always reign beneath dusk.
So I think in my video I kind of gloss over that. I don't really think I cover how he then becomes the ultimate bad guy. But I do like the brilliance behind Dusk and all of its deeper layers and how cool it is. I really think it does a really good job of it shows that there's this big misconception. There's this huge misconception of the FPS games where, oh, they don't have story, oh, they're just about the gameplay. Yeah, they are. They do focus mainly on gameplay, but I think that FPS games do tell a pretty profound story. Like this game, if you're willing to look in this game, there is tons of lore everywhere. There's a ton of stuff that he missed, and there's still probably a fuckload of stuff that I missed. And I think all build to this grander, brighter narrative. And that's what's brilliant about Dusk as a game, is I think that the themes and the story building in each level is something that like a horror YouTuber would have spent like 47,000 hours just jerking off to. But Dusk doesn't get that because it's just, ooh, boom, shoot bullshit that people call it. And it's such a disingenuous look at how things work. But that's all I got for Dusk. Now this other one, this video right here is Mark Hamill. Somebody claims Mark Hamill goes fully unhinged, claims the election ruined him, and slavery will return. Dear God. So there's this thing about like celebrities on the internet that has always bothered me. They're always fucking cringe. They are the ultimate of cringe people online. They will always be the ultimate of cringe people online. I don't care if they're left or right. One of the most annoying people on Twitter will always be obviously Mark Hamill's one of them, but George Takei is another, that dude who plays the Hulk, and then also the dude that used to play Hercules. I can't remember what that dude's name. He is Kevin Sorbo. Kevin Sorbo is insufferable right-wing lunatic. And then you got what's the other right-wing guy? The guy who played Hades in Hercules. Not like the same Hercules. It's weird that both of the guys are from Hercules and they're both like right-wing now. Well, what is it? You play a character in Hercules and now all of a sudden you are fucking just a Ben Shapiro stan? I don't know, but anybody who kind of hits that point where they're washed and now all they have left is politics, it's just kind of sad, to be honest. And then you think your influence is that important and you take this shit that seriously that you think that the world's coming to an end when your favorite fucking political guy doesn't win. It's sad. Well, we're gonna see what this is. I'm gonna see how I have no idea who this guy is who's making the video. It is Hyponic. Never watched anything this guy did, so he could be annoying as shit. We're gonna find out though.
Chance to talk about in a well, here's something a little bit different that we haven't had a chance to talk about in a long time, and that has to do with Mark Hamill. Now, Mark Hamill is everybody's terminally online favorite Star Wars actor, or former, I should say, Star Wars actor that has absolutely lost it. I mean, the man is a shell of his former self even before Trump was elected to go into office this January. But now that Trump was actually elected, this man is literally a shell of his former self. He has completely lost it. He has abandoned all of social media. And now he's apparently come back in a weird video and has decided to have a little bit of a...
Dude, I love that his daughter was like, hey, Dad, maybe you should fucking stop. Dad, you're being cringe, Dad. Dad, dude, I'm just trying to chill, live my life. And then people keep bringing up that you're a psychopath on Twitter. Could you please stop? He's like, no, Trump is the next Hitler. It's hilarious, dude. It's like, oh, slavery's coming back. Are you serious, bro?
A melty melt. So we have an article here from Fandom Polls with a headline that reads, Mark Hamill admits being terminally online during the election made him crazy and ignored his daughter's advice to stop spamming political tweets.
I never, like you, to your question, I never became active until wanting to make sure that, first of all, I was devastated. I want to get rid of the Electoral College because Hillary beat him by 3 million votes.
Oh my God. Here's the thing about the Electoral College, whether you hate it or like it, the thing, I've always been kind of middle on it. I understand why it exists because there's a lot of people in like, there's a lot of states that have like small populations, right? And otherwise they would be outshined by places that have massive populations in one ideology. So the way the Electoral College works is it doesn't fully negate the like, sometimes it does negate the popular vote, but it gives all the smaller states a right to have a voice when otherwise they'd be shut down. So that's kind of the point of the Electoral College, is something to put some of these smaller states on almost an even ground, and without it you would have big cities deciding everything, kind of how they do in states already. Like California has like whatever Los Angeles believes, that's what California is gonna do. Same thing with Nevada and fucking Vegas and Oregon with Portland. A lot of times the cities are what decide, but when it comes to the country in and of itself, you do have that protection of, wow, dude, this state's small, but it still has an electoral vote, so it still matters.
It's a shy under 3 million. And Gore beat W by 500,000. And it's making me crazy because I started reading about the Electoral College. And, oh, my God, this is remnants of slave days when they were trying to, purport.
Everything that somebody on I love that anybody on the left decides that everything is a remnant of slave days. And yes, it was, but it also still has the same thing where it's like, wow, these smaller population areas now have a voice. So it's like, whoa, we're gonna take their voice away because you don't like them, like. But if they were on the other side, they would be saying, well, we need the Electoral College. So you're and like this time it's funny because Trump did win the popular vote, so that narrative has kind of gone out the window this time, because even without the fucking Electoral College, he still would have lost it. And I think that's why he had such a big mental breakdown, because he couldn't use statements like this anymore. Again, I'm not the biggest Trump guy. I'm not the biggest fucking political guy ever, but having an understanding behind it and why it exists, and you think about some of the disenfranchised places like Kentucky with like the smaller population of like the Appalachian areas, and then you look at like Nebraska. Who the fuck lives in Nebraska? Or the Dakotas? Who the fuck lives in the Dakotas? But I mean, yeah, it's there's not a huge population there, but their voice still should be heard to a modicum of a degree.
Portion the amount of votes with how many slaves you owned, and it's awful.
If you ever want to know why I block ads with Pi,
like if you're gonna have an intro, I think this is this guy's intro. Please put it at the beginning so that we can just get into the fucking video, because this is something that died off on YouTube. I don't do these on my videos. I did when at one time I had this intro that was like from Call of Duty when they're like the airport thing, and it was like a joke. It was like a whole joke thing, and I deleted it because a lot of people are moving away from this type of idea, and I honestly like it better without it.
Now, I think that's absolutely insane that the man was trying to get advice, or not even trying to get advice, I should say, getting advice from his daughter and choosing to ignore it, all because he suffered from massive levels of TDS. This is something that has been running rampant through Hollywood. It's also something that's running rampant through the gaming industry right now, which we obviously cover more often. But still, we have this absolutely destroyed man trying to come out online and admit something like this is crazy. And I figured let's get into it. So let's get into this.
Dude, the best thing about this last election, too, was the fact that people started looking at celebrities and not giving a fuck what they had to say. Because I'm sorry, if you look to a celebrity to decide your vote, that is such a sad fucking thing to do. You should make your own research. You should make your own choice. Whether it's left or right, you should go in with all of your beliefs, and you just should decide whether it is. Even if you're like a one issue voter, if you have one issue and that's what you care about the most, and you're like, hey, dude, I care about, let's say, abortion. And you're like, well, it seems like the right's not gonna, like, it's gonna be against abortion. You want to vote left? That makes sense, dude. It's like you make these decisions based on what you want and not because some fucking idiot online. It's not, oh, Rob Schneider's now hanging out with right-wing people. I like the movie Big Stan. I'm going to go vote because Rob Schneider's doing it. That's stupid. That's fucking dumb. You should not do that. I mean, again, it's a free country. Do whatever the fuck you want. But just because Taylor Swift decides she's going to speak out for Kamala Harris or Donald Trump does not mean you should do exactly what Taylor Swift's doing. That's like weird sheep behavior, and you're fucking weird.
Article, guys, from Phantom Polls. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, just consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and like the video to push us out into that YouTube algorithm. So again, Mark Hamill.
Yeah, dude, like and subscribe to my channel, like he said, because I have a below average sized penis, and I want everybody to know.
So hard for Kamala Harris during the election that many thought that he was a paid shill for the campaign, and I gotta admit, I thought he was too. I really
Dude,
don't.
how, okay, this is where you're stupid. I know I'm pausing a lot and not letting this fucking guy talk and giving my own fucking feedback, but welcome to my channel, cocksuckers. Welcome to hell. Wow! Anyways, Mark Hamill's been like this for a very, very long time. To think that he's a paid shill is kind of stupid when he's been on his knees slobbing the knob of the Democratic Party for a long time. They probably paid a lot of people who weren't going to say anything in this shit, but Mark Hamill was one of those people. They were just probably already knew that he was going to do everything for free.
Thought he was too. I don't know if he's still not, because again, I haven't seen any proof that he's not, but I really thought that he was a paid freaking Democrat show. I really thought he was. I thought he was up there with freaking Harry, okay? If you guys know who Harry is, you'll know exactly who I'm referencing, but I thought that he was up there as a paid.
Harry is a TikTok personality who shills for the left-wing party all the time. No matter what happens, what drama, he is going to pretend that drama isn't that big of a deal. He is a lot like any pundit. Now, Harry and some other TikTok creators are paid shills for a party, and because they are attractive young people, they are pushed in. I mean, I don't know, I can't like make 100, but Brett Cooper's kind of in that same category of like young and pretty, so people watch her stuff. It's the same thing with these guys. They were trying to get the female more, because females have a lot higher percentage, are Democratic, so having a really attractive white dude to show that not all attractive white guys are racist, it works in their favor. Or whatever. If I had to make a guess. I mean, I'm sure I'm probably off fucking beat a little bit, but that's kind of the lore behind those guys.
Democrat shill, and the man was just going so damn hard. I mean, he was going to the White House, everything imaginable, just like Jack Black was at a certain point. But he also suffered from massive levels of TDS, so now we know that it was so massive.
By the way, fuck Jack Black. Fuck Jack Black. And here's why I say fuck Jack Black. Now, I am completely cool with you having whatever fucking political beliefs you deem necessary. Whatever you believe in, that's fine. That's cool. I don't care. But when his buddy said on stage the shit about Trump and the assassination attempt, like, who cares, dude? He's your buddy. Like, right after that happened, Jack Black was laughing on stage like it was no fucking big deal. All of a sudden, Twitter's in a rage, and Jack Black sends his own friend up the river. Stand by that motherfucker. Why? So you can protect your shitty fucking Christmas movie that came out on, like, Paramount Plus or some shit? Who cares, dude? Why? So you can protect your role in fucking Borderlands, which nobody watched? Dude, I talk about how much I like video games and how important video games are, but then is willing to just go into a movie that is just a slap in the face to the video games? Like, you have no fucking spine, you're sold out, you're a piece of shit, and you can't even stand by your own friends. Fuck Jack Black, dude. I officially don't like him anymore because of what he did to Kyle Glass. What he did to Kyle Glass was wrong and disgusting.
That apparently he wasn't paid. But a new interview shows that the Star Wars actor may have simply lost his mind as he says that he was devastated by the election results. Mark Hamill became the poster child for the first Joe Biden campaign, as he infamously went to the White House to announce he considered Biden to be Joe Obi-Wan Kenobi, which was one of the gayest things I've ever heard. In one of the saddest moments of political history, since Hillary Clinton announced Pokemon Go to the polls in her campaign in 2016. Yeah, we need to stop. We like the Democratic Party. You guys got to get better with your stuff, man, because we need to stop these absolute cringe little moments here that tend to happen. Anyway, after it became clear that Biden did not have the mental acumen to serve another term as president, Mark Hamill immediately shifted to being a Kamala Harris full-time supporter on his X account. His posting was so over the top that many speculated that the Harris campaign paid him for his advertisements. After the election, however, Hamill followed the trend of many Hollywood celebrities blaming X for the election of Donald Trump and Elon Musk by proxy, and he virtue signaled by saying he...
What bothers me about them blaming X is, I think it's kind of funny because the right was blaming Twitter for Trump losing in 2020. So they decided to go out and blame Twitter and stuff, and now it's the opposite. Well, here's what happens, right? You had Twitter, you had YouTube, you had TikTok, you had Facebook, and they were all willing to censor one side. Well, what happened is one platform said you can say what you want now, and now I know that there is some bias because Elon Musk is fully like jaw open, willing to get throated by Donald Trump, but it has more of an open space now that people can argue freely, which it didn't before. And I think that that's honestly dangerous to the general mindgeist of everything, and that's kind of what people are super against censorship unless it's for their side. Now, I sit in the thing that I don't want censorship for either side. I think both sides should be able to speak freely and let their opinions be known. And I know that that's a crazy thought, but I think that it's just important to have crazy left-wingers as it is to have crazy right-wingers. I think it is just as important to have both of these parties because they keep each other in check. And if you have a system, which we had for a long time, at least after 2016, to where to the fucking terms and services are really pushing one direction, I think that what happens is you get you instill this false echo chamber that before didn't exist, and so people who would speak out against it, all of a sudden they're having troubles. And if you're saying, oh well, there's no proof of that, blah blah blah, fuck you, dude. I made a TikTok where a kid got slapped. It was like two kids fighting in a classroom, right? And the whole point was the kids were wearing masks because it was that time of world season, and one of them got slapped super hard, and I made a joke about how I thought masks protected everything or something, right? It had nothing to do with, it was just funny because the kid got slapped and his mask fell off. That was the whole point, and I got dinged. My TikTok got pulled down for misinformation. It was a joke, dude. It's a fucking joke. But that was the kind of mindset during that time period, and the fact that we were that far gone, it shows that there was a crazy bias, and the fact that there is some directions of because when you're silencing everyone who disagrees with you, and shutting them down, that's not real public discourse. That is an echo chamber of one side, and then that's gonna falsely introduce that everyone else agrees with you when half of the country obviously didn't.
He was going to leave X for Blue Sky, saying, now that I fled Leon's site for bluer skies, I'm sure I'll be called an XX, but personally, I'll always consider myself a Twitter quitter. Now, I don't really know.
By the way, Blue Sky fucking sucks, dude. I have Blue Sky. I do. I got Blue Sky because I saw people moving over there. I am willing to post on there, but everyone will. If you say something just slightly, and it's if you say something slightly disagreeable with somebody else on that platform, they will block you instantly. Everyone just fucking blocks everyone, and it's just such a shitty site. It's just not an enjoyable experience. I'm not the biggest Twitter guy. I do use it because I want to push I want to get a little bit of following on there, so go follow me on Twitter, but I also want to do that so I can build my YouTube channel, and it's just I have both for that same reason. Just Blue Sky, anybody who says anything slightly disagreeable, they will block you, and it's kind of sad.
You know what's happening with his socials. I don't follow this man at all. I only saw this article and thought it was interesting because of the admission about the daughter thing, but ultimately they all do this, right? They say they're going to leave X and they end up coming back a little bit, a couple months later. Some of them go, for a little bit longer. They may even go for a year. but eventually they always come back. Or the funny thing is, anytime there's a major announcement, they'll announce it on X instead of just announcing it on Blue Sky, because they know they want maximum engagement for whatever BS announcement they're about to make. Now, the embattled actor has given a new interview where he shows how bad his Trump derangement really is, and it appears to be driven by mental illness. In an interview clip posted by Autism Capital on X, Mark Hamill is shown as bumbling about his extreme leftist act.
Autism Capital? What the fuck kind of Autism Capital? What the fuck, bro?
Activism before he starts saying, first of all, I was devastated. I want to get rid of the Electoral College because Hillary beat him by 3 million votes, just shy of the 3 million, and Gore beat W by 500,000, and it's making me crazy. Again, Mark Hamill, are you aware that he won the popular vote this time too? Like,
yeah, dude, I definitely did say that, but it like I don't really have much to add here because it's just so stupid. I already said it. It's just this mindset that you're in, that they're the enemy and you can't think of a possibility why they won. But then you find one of the issues in the system and you want to remove that because that is the system to why you don't win every time and you want to always be winning because you don't really care about fucking democracy. You don't care about all this other shit that you despise. You just simply want your side to win every time, and that's wrong. If it comes out and somebody wins, it's like, cool, they won. That was how it was. I wasn't the biggest Joe Biden guy, but I wasn't like the biggest go for Trump guy in the last one, but I really wasn't happy with the results. But I wasn't out here oh dude, we need to take over everything. I wasn't online just crying. That's fucking pathetic, sad behavior. That is internal, forever online behavior, and it's pathetic.
Are you aware that even if you got rid of the Electoral College, Kamala still would have lost? So what are we honestly doing here? I want to watch this video. Let's watch this video and see what he's got to say.
I never, to your question, I never became active until wanting to make sure that, first of all, I was devastated. I want to get rid of the Electoral College because Hillary beat him by 3 million votes, just a shy under 3 million. And Gore beat W by 500,000. And it was making me crazy because I started reading about the Electoral College. And, oh my God, this is remnants of slave days when they were trying to, proportion the amount of votes with, how many slaves you owned. And it was awful. But anyway, so that and Citizens United, I'd like to get rid of. But in any case,
Forget everything you knew.
Again, it's just find shit that you disagree with. Take it back to a horrible part of history, which it was horrible, and then make up a bunch of shit that, it's just whatever fixes your... I hate this mentality, dude. It's just oh, well, everything's against me, and because my side doesn't win every time, I want to just drastically change the entire country.
This man is struggle sessioning right now. Look who he's on with right now. He's on with the literal devil. I mean, what the hell? What?
I wouldn't say he's the literal devil. Let's calm down there a bit, Chief. He sucks, but come on.
What are we doing? In terms of the whole Electoral College thing, I mean, these people have been advocating for something like that for a while because obviously it makes it a bit fairer, the Electoral College, and they want everything to be the popular vote. Because here's what they do. They go after the young voter all the time. They go after the voters that vote emotionally. They go after the voters that they know are trying to get a good story to buy their vote. They're not going after the smarter voter. They're not going after the voter that votes on policies. And that goes for both left and right. They're going after the voter that quite simply just votes based off emotion, which is why if you look at most Democrat freaking stories and most Democrat policies or most Democrat anything, it's always based off emotion. It's trying to trigger an emotional response to get you to vote for them. That failed this time, and it failed miserably. And it usually fails when they go too hard on it to make it obvious that it's a lie. And that's why they lost to Donald Trump this time. So anytime they lose, they always bring up, we need to abolish the Electoral College because they are trying to desperately make this.
Well, and it is funny this time because abolishing the Electoral College would not have mattered. I mean, it is refreshing to see that it was just unanimously decided that's who it won. Oh, well, move on. But it's just kind of my thing, too, is it's just so fucking weird. It's let's get an NFL guy, let's get an actor, let's get a governor, and we'll do a little podcast, and we'll get the younger crowd in here, we'll get that millennial crowd in here, we'll get people to fucking. And it's why don't you just stand on policy? Because that was the biggest problem with Kamala Harris's campaign is nobody knew what the fuck she stood for. She's at one side of her mouth, she's saying she's gonna do that Joe Biden did nothing wrong. The other side, she says she's gonna change about other stuff. You never knew exactly what she stood for, and I think that was the big reason she failed, because she was just out there hackling and cackling about nothing. And you can't. There's nothing. Nobody wants to stand behind somebody who doesn't stand for anything. And that was the biggest problem, because it's like, what do we do? Do we run on these social issues that have already lost, that are already kind of losing the general zeitgeist of the U.S., or do we run on policies? But we've been running on social issues so long that what is our policies? We don't want to piss off the moderate Democrats. We're just trying to play things too safe. And one thing that's always true when you're trying to play things safe is you end up fucking shitting the bed.
Just about an emotional thing. So it increases their chances of winning tenfold by doing so. But let's continue anyway.
As you said, you get most scorching hate tweets from the MAGA crowd. And when I was still on Twitter, I had to stop reading the responses. I wouldn't.
Well, I mean, you get that hate. Anytime you are a hyper political person, you are going to get a lot of hate from whatever group you're hating on. Hate begets hate, always. Hate always begets hate. So if you're just out there just like being real, a lot of times you won't get a ton of hate. But if you're out there saying like all Democrats are fucking crazy nut jobs, and we need to fix this problem and all of this shit, people like him would like. That's why you get that hate, bro. You're out here shitting on people. You're out here just fucking talking about how bad the MAGA crowd is, how bad the Republicans are, how bad this is, how bad that is. And when you do that, when you're in this realm of fucking hatred, you're going to get hatred back. You have no understanding of what the other side thinks or what the other side feels. And when you have this worldview of you don't care what other people have to say, nobody's going to give a fuck about what you had to say. And that goes for right-wing creators as well.
Block anyone, because then they could display Mark Hamill blocked you as a badge of honor. But I muted like a mofo. I would mute, I looked up one day and I said, oh my God, I've been muting people for 40 minutes. So once I realized how it was eating into my own time, I said, the only thing to do is don't read the response.
Yes.
You just can't. You can't. And someone said to me, my daughter would say, Daddy, you shouldn't tweet politically so much because people get so angry. And so I wrote a tweet that I said, the people complaining about my Trump tweets have to understand, I love my country and I feel it's my patriotic duty to oppose this sociopathic, I forget the other word, whatever it was, with every fiber of my being.
Well, yeah, dude, you come in here, and that's what the problem is. You're alienating a lot of people. Like you because you're an actor. They like you because they grew up watching Star Wars. They grew up watching Batman the Animated Series. And there's this problem with, and this is an issue that everyone fucking has. And this isn't just an issue that like even people who probably watch my channel and then come in here and then they're mad because I had any sort of an opinion. They want everybody to think the exact same way they do. They want everybody to be in this little fucking echo chamber that they're like, how could somebody I like so much, who's in part of so many important things in my life, not agree with me? How is that possible? And it's kind of a sad. People are going to disagree with you, dog. People are going to look at you and be like, wow, I think you're cringe, or this or that. And it's like, that's okay. That's okay. I want to live in a world where you don't agree with everybody every fucking second. You shouldn't agree with. If there is somebody who you agree with every single thing they say, that person is probably lying to you and understands that you are there to hear those certain things. Sorry, dude. That's how it works. Like, you think that, like, Ben Shapiro, who was madly anti-Trump, all of a sudden he's super Trump because he knows his audience wants that? Like, that's the problem, is you're going to have these people who are willing to change their opinions to support whatever their audience wants, and that's a problem. That's a problem. So you, like, having people completely disagree with you does not take away from anything they actually do. And, like, the fact that he was getting hate, yeah, he was super cringe. Yeah, he was super annoying. Yeah, he was putting hate into the world and getting hate back. But as for the people who were like constantly hating him because he had these opinions, who cares, dude? He's still a good actor. It's not going to change his ability to act. Mark Ruffalo, the guy who plays the Hulk, phenomenal fucking actor, a super annoying person on Twitter. Like, it's okay to disagree with somebody on an ideological level, but problem with people like this is they see everybody as the enemy, and when you see everybody as the enemy, nobody's going to be your friend.
And that's the way I've been. I thought, I mean, I do feel it's an obligation. And who cares about your career? People say, oh, well, it's hurting your career because you have to appeal to the whole country, not just half the country or 45% or whatever the MAGA crowd is.
I mean, they're not 45%. They literally just won the election. So, like, that whole fucking electoral weirdo shit is done. It's dead. Who cares? But that's the problem. I mean, that makes it hard for you to be marketable. I mean, that's something that you're taking up. I mean, this is the same problem with probably why people like fucking, God, what's his name? Like Kevin Sorbo and all of these right-wing guys, actors, they're having hits on their career as well because they decided politics were more important than their career, which, like, you are an actor. You have one job. Who fucking cares about your opinion?
Is, but I said
How is it 45% when they won the popular vote this time? They won the popular vote. Like, they clearly have the higher percentage this time. It's not 45%. It's well above 50%. And still, like, I don't understand what this guy is saying. I feel like he's in severe cope mode right now.
in the grander scheme of things, who cares if I lose a part in a movie because I hate the orange atrocity? I do, and I want people to know that. So,
my God. I mean, okay, so this is very clearly just a circle
Again, what I was saying about putting hate in the world and being surprised when people hate you back.
jerk. And anytime we talk about toxic positivity, this is what they look like right here. Toxic positivity is a massive circle jerk where everybody is just sniffing their own fucking farts at the end of the day. So Mark Hamill clearly is having a bit of an issue coping with the fact that Donald Trump is going to go in office in January. I mean, look at him right here. Jeez. And I can only imagine what kind of videos and what kind of information we're going to be getting as we get closer and closer to inauguration. I cannot wait to see the meltdown clips. I cannot wait to see the celebrity meltdown clips. It is going to be insane. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this.
So, I mean, that video was semi-entertaining. He did a decent job of covering the dramas. But, again, I think the biggest issue is he is also coming in looking for the problems. And these type of people, like Mark Hamill, are, they're attracting people like this guy's channel. Again, I think this video was very informative. I think that it was fun to watch. It wasn't anything terrible. But, I mean, I could find something where some left-wing guy, some breadtuber does the same thing with fucking all the people I mentioned in this video who are right-wing. The main thing that I think is, like, the biggest problem is people's lack of understanding of why they're getting this hate. Like, oh, why? Because before, Twitter had this ability to where they muted people for you. They fucking silenced anybody who's too fucking, oh, I said this, and then they're like, oh, well, that's, like, I remember I would post something when I first got back onto Twitter. This is probably 4 years ago. I had a buddy that told me, hey, you need to get back on Twitter. Twitter's fucking fun. And I got on Twitter, and it's fine. But I remember that I would post something like, this is, well, what a fucking stupid thing to say. And then I would get dinged how this was aggressive or how this is, like, hate speech. And it's like, I didn't say anything hateful other than this guy was an idiot. What was so hateful about that? It's like, I don't get it. It was the most mundane shit you would say, and because it was slightly negative, it was like, are you sure you want to put that negativity out in the world? And that's sad, dude. It's like, oh, so I can't be critical of somebody? And the problem, like, after Elon took over, is he kind of opened the floodgates to where everybody wasn't censored anymore, and they weren't just shutting down anybody who had a slight disagreement with you if you were on a certain side. And now all of a sudden people are like, well, I'm getting all this hate. Wow, this is crazy. I didn't get this hate before. And it's like, yeah, because those people were silenced for you. And it's like, wow, when you have to actually look at what's going on, and wow, you put all this hate out in the world for years, and now you're getting hate back. I mean, it's just kind of what fucking happens, and you should expect it. And the same goes for people on the right who are hating on all of these left-wing people. You're going to have a group of left-wing people who hate you as well. It's just how the fucking world works. If I go outside, walk up to somebody, say, you are fucking ugly, you're stupid, I don't like you, that person is going to then shit on me as well because I am fucking a dick. I am an asshole in this situation. I don't know. That's all I had for that one. Yeah. Mark Hamill still being cringe. People who constantly watch Mark Hamill kind of cringe, but whatever. I mean, people watch this shit. Make your bag, bro. Fuck yeah. I'll be right back though. I gotta pee like a motherfucker, dude. I gotta pee like a motherfucker. gonna move my camera because my wife's watching TV and I don't want to get copyright claimed. Woo! Not gonna lie, dude, I almost fucking exploded there. My internal organs were fighting for their life in that moment, dude. But let's go to the next thing. What do we got here? Oh, okay, we're gonna get into some AI stuff, which I know pisses everybody off for some fucking reason in the zeitgeist right now. I don't really get it, to be honest. It's a fucking tool. I think it's interesting. I think a lot of people are acting like AI is going to be kind of like NFTs where they just kind of fizzle out, but that's not going to happen. I'm going to be 100% real with you. AI is not going anywhere. It's too useful of a tool to just disappear off the face of the earth. I'm sorry. It's too useful. It's already getting too big. There is no way that AI just disappears and goes the way of the dodo bird. But let's see what this guy made a game using AI, and I'm incredibly interested because AI, I think, is super... Oh, is that little baby so grumpy? Alright, she just needed to eat. She was upset. But yeah, let's see this guy who made a game completely using AI.
This is a game I made almost entirely using AI tools, and it only took...
I know I'm pausing right after I started it, but this looks gorgeous, and I know what you're saying. Well, he could have gotten these artists, or he could have made it himself and taken the extra time. Yeah, he definitely could have done that. But at the same time, this is looking almost like a AAA or AA game, and he did it himself using AI. The thing that I think a lot of people are like, who are like super anti-AI, don't realize is that we could have so many games utilizing this from single or small teams of developers that could rival the AAA industry, and the AAA industry would have nothing that they could do about it. Yeah, they could use AI too and pump shit out quick and probably get better AI technology. But at the same time, the fact that we're closing that gap, I think, is incredibly beneficial for kind of the fight against that giant corporate overlord that is the AAA industry.
Took a few hours to make. Today I'll take you through each step of the process, showing just how much AI tools can do for game development right now, along with a look at what they still cannot handle, and there is more of that than you might think. And finally, I will share where I think AI game development is headed, and how it could redefine game creation in ways that might surprise you. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Rafał Obremski and I've been making games professionally for over 8 years. Throughout those years, I've seen some game creation tools and techniques come and go. For instance, when I started making games, no one was really using motion matching to animate characters. But now, especially with the advances in Unreal Engine 5, it is slowly becoming the standard for some of the third-person perspective games. And AI? It is changing things even faster. Just a few years ago, our AI options were mostly simple chatbots. Now, AI can generate...
And there actually is something. I know I'm cutting it off again, but there is something about AI that they've kind of hit a standstill recently. They're not making the leaps and bounds that they were making. So it's kind of hit like almost kind of a peak point, but I'm sure that they've got like 80% of like perfect AI done, but that last 20% is the hardest percentage in any industry to get to. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. But I think that what's going on right now, like the fact that we're able to get shit like this. I mean, I'm scrolling and obviously I can't scroll down because that's not how a fucking YouTube video works. But but it's just so interesting what we're able to do. It's like the realms of possibility. to look at this and say, wow, dude, this is cringe, AI's all bad, this is horrible, you're gonna put hardworking developers out of a job. It's like, yeah, but at the same time, like, those developers who, like, are working for these big things like Ubisoft, and when Ubisoft starts shitting the bed, like they are, they're completely shitting the bed, and now you have all these developers who used to have a job lose their job because this giant corporate monstrosity can't make a game that's worth playing or worth selling, and now they're all out of a job. Now they have easily obtainable tools as well as their past knowledge to make their own game in a reasonable amount of time for a reasonable amount of money.
To the art, voiceovers, music, 3D models, and even simulate entire games with no engine needed. Though sometimes the result looks more like a fever dream than a game. Just take the Minecraft Oasis simulation, where AI tries its best but ends up hallucinating blocks, mobs, and landscapes into a somehow consistent mess. It's like Minecraft if Minecraft had been designed by a sleep-deprived elderly person with dementia.
I was going to put him...
Bro, that fucking Joe Biden edit, bro. That Joe Biden edit was fire, dude. That was so fucking fire. What the fuck is this? H-Dive? I've never watched anything from H-Dive. That was such a good edit, bro. Joe Biden Minecraft.
I'm putting it to the test, using AI tools to create a mini Souls-like game. For context, I'm currently working on a larger Souls-like project, so I know what goes into making a game like this. I wanted to see how much of that I could recreate using only AI tools. No team, no budget, just free or easy to use assets. I would also be keeping creative control, using AI to streamline my vision, but not to make the design decisions. After all the fun that comes from creating a video game is coming up with cool ideas, and I want to keep it to myself. I also want this game to be playable.
Well, and that's something that a lot of people miss out on when it comes to AI. It's like, oh, well, you're not actually doing anything creative. It's like somebody still has to come up with these fucking ideas. Somebody still has to come up with like the ideas and the themes and the story. You can't just pull that out of your ass, or otherwise, if you do create something or have something with no creative direction, nobody's gonna fucking play it. It's just gonna be boring and sleepy bullshit. So you still have to have some artistic drive and ideas to make a game regardless.
So whenever AI tools cannot be used, I will be sticking to free and easy to use solutions. First up, the player character. I have questionable drawing skills, to put it mildly, but there are plenty of AI tools to help with that. For my character's concept art, I chose Midjourney. I gave it prompts based on my idea. A dark fantasy warrior with a face hidden inside of a hood. Fast and agile, wearing light clothing. In my concept, this character is a person from a medieval village forced to visit the land of the dead, where his appearance changes and he gains new skills. The process with Midjourney actually felt a bit like working with an artist, except it was almost instant. I could experiment with different ideas and styles and adjust everything that didn't quite match my vision. With the character standing in an A pose, it was ready for the next stage, creating a 3D model. And that was the big test, turning that concept into a 3D model. Traditionally, 3D assets are one of the most expensive parts of game development, so the idea that AI could handle this is game-changing. I decided to go with Meshy AI, a tool that converts text or images into 3D models. Just a year.
See, that's so cool. See, this is stuff that's going to change the industry to be more in the hands of smaller developers. This is the type of shit that is super cool, and to hate it is just fucking weird to me.
A year ago, the results were, let's call them early prototypes. Here are a few models Meshy generated for me just 10 months ago. But fast forward to today, and this is what Meshy can generate.
Oh, it's so good, dude.
I created a few test characters to see what it can do.
Dude, this is so good. Bro, the nipples on that fucking thing go hard, dude. Did you see how fucking nipply those nipples were? I was like extra nipples. Like, look at them fucking boobies, dude.
Here is an example of an undead knight, and a more abstract horror character with a bell for its head. And the results were honestly quite impressive. Coming back to the main character, I decided to go with image to 3D generation. I used the concept art created in Midjourney.
Well, and you don't even have to use AI to do this first image. You could like draw this image up yourself and then have the AI do it for you, so that like you can use it to fill in the holes that you're not that great at. And I think that's super fucking. I know I keep glazing like a motherfucker up here. I got my mouth around the doorknob just sucking. But at the same time, this is stuff that's like opening up the world to you to be able to use. Finally, there are tools that are here to help people who have an idea, have a passion, and able to go build something. And then we have the greater internet landscape out here shitting on it because they want to protect a bunch of like corporate investments. It's stupid.
And Meshi surprised me once again. Even though it still lacks a few details on the actual mesh, and some of the details are faked within the texture of the character, I think it's still very impressive. Given the fact that it only took a few minutes to go from an idea in my head to an actual 3D model. Next, I decided to create an enemy that would feel connected to the main character's backstory. My idea was a creature that, like the main character, was once a human, but had lost all of its humanity when moving to Land of the Dead. I wanted it to be a big, horrifying, muscular albino monster with antlers, something I personally aspire to during my workout sessions. For this, I wanted to test a bit different approach. Instead of generating the concept art first, I used the text to 3D model prompt right away. Meshi gave me a few options. A few looked like an overgrown infant whose mother made just a few too many mistakes during pregnancy.
And see, this is where like adding in your own art to kind of get what you want, like actually working and drawing something up that's like cool, and maybe you like elongate the mouth to make it look cooler and spikier and creepier, and have like longer arms where the muscles are more stretched out. You can actually do really cool shit, and then so you still need some artistic ideas to what you want to. You're basically creating a text file to create this art for you instead of needing the necessary abilities to make this art. And when you don't have a budget, when you don't have like a fuckload of money to do this, it's cool that we're able to just jump in and make something, and then like, okay, well, this text didn't give me really what I wanted, so let me just keep working. You still have to, there's still a lot of process that goes into it. You still have to come up with the ideas and the creation yourself. You're just cutting out the middleman of the art, whatever artist you need in the background. And to be honest, it would be better to still have an artist ready so that you can like draw something out, storyboard some stuff, get what we need. I mean, I still see teams, like big AAA teams, still utilizing that, and it will be a step above what your typical indie developer is going to create, because they will be able to hire like a handful of artists. It's super cool that, like, because one problem we have in the AAA right now is they have all these ideas that are shit, and there's no real creative integrity behind it because everything feels safe and desensitized. And it would be nice to see things that felt AAA that were by somebody who's willing to be, or push the realms of what's okay a little bit further, or push their idea into that or the ecosphere without this onslaught of people hating it.
One that felt mythical and a little unsettling. And again, even though it didn't have that refined details a human artist might add, it worked well enough for a gameplay prototype. Now it was time for animations. I started with Deep Motion AI, which has text to animation AI tool. Unfortunately, the results were, let's call them, questionable. Deep Motion felt like an early alpha version, even with how the website itself works. It even somehow managed to completely forgot that my account exists mid-session. and gaslighted me that it doesn't recognize my email.
I suffer from short-term memory loss.
That's exactly what you say.
It clearly didn't want my company, and animations it did eventually create would need a lot of cleanup, which kinda defeats the point. Then I tried CMS AI, but again, the results were just not usable. AI animation might get there eventually, but for now, it's not up to scratch for anything beyond a meme potential. So I went back to a trusty source, Mixamo. It doesn't use AI, but
Hey, Hank Gaming, welcome to the chat. I'm kind of over here glazing AI a little bit. I know that that's controversial, but I think the realm of possibility is interesting. Right now, he's having trouble with the animation part of using AI to animate, and I think that that's probably... if I were going to ever make a game and use AI art and AI stuff to build the character itself, I probably would still figure out how to use the animations myself to make this happen, because like there's nothing worse than coming up with an idea and then it just not being there and you just kind of giving up. And AI, it looks like AI tools aren't quite there yet to fully embody what you want out of the character.
offers reliable pre-made animations and quick rigging for my AI-generated models. For the main character, I wanted a smooth, realistic movement, so since I already know there is no reliable AI solutions for animations just yet, I used Unreal Engine's motion matching sample project. I imported my AI-generated model and retargeted motion capture animations for it, creating a seamless movement system for the character. With just a few clicks, the character was moving fluidly in the game, reacting in real time, and it was a huge time saver. If you're interested in how motion matching animations work, I have a full devlog dedicated just to this topic, so feel free.
Dude, I've been down a rabbit hole of looking at devs creating stuff for such a long time, because now I'm like, one day I am definitely going to make a video game. When my channel gets to a decent amount, or even if my channel doesn't get that massive, I think it would be so much fucking fun to make a game and just be able to say, hey, I made this. This is my fucking thing. I put it out into the world. Hey, it's so inspiring, because a lot of people complain about what devs do, but none of them are willing to actually go make something. And I think that it would make me better as like a well-rounded person if I had a little experience in talking about stuff like this.
To check it out. Next came the gameplay logic for combat. For me, it was still a faster solution to just do it myself, as I already have been working in Unreal Engine for quite some time. But ChatGPT came in handy for bug fixing and optimizing some of the blueprints. For someone new to Unreal Engine, I could see AI being a massive help by providing step-by-step guidance, especially when we consider toolkits like Ludus AI, which is fully integrated into Unreal and provides AI guidance. If that sounds interesting, let me know in the comments and I can make a separate video on using AI to fully generate logic for a game. But
so it's fully integrated. At what point? So here's the thing, like, at what point do we know that, because there's a lot of things that they say, oh, well, we don't use AI, this, that, but like, what if they are using that for some of the mapping and stuff? Like, we have no idea. If it's fully integrated, like, what's stopping us from knowing where they use AI, where it's not? It's just like, these bigger companies are able to hide shit like that, but then you hear about like one dev making a game where they use AI as like as fucking placeholders. They'll use AI as placeholders and they just get fucking roasted, get attacked. They have people with pitchforks coming out and they're swinging giant purple dildos to attack people, and all of a sudden it's just like the realm of evil is coming after them, when in reality they're just trying to make their dream possible. But then these big companies probably use AI, and they probably use a lot of this shit with absolutely no remorse and do not care, and then they cover it up. I'm not saying that this is 100% something that's happening, but I could see it happening.
again, for this project, I went with the fastest solution and created the gameplay logic for player combat and enemy behavior myself. The environment was another test for AI's current capabilities. While full environments are still challenging for AI, I used a hybrid approach. I started with an Aztec temple from the Unreal Marketplace as the base and used Meshi to generate some extra props, like this broken pillar that player has to jump through or a few Aztec-themed sculptures to add details. While these props weren't as high quality as I would like and they visibly stood out from the rest of the environment, they were good enough for a quick level layout. As a simple test, I created a small cartoonish game environment to test it, and the results I got show a bigger potential for a more stylized game. I might touch on creating cartoon-styled game using AI in a different video. To add more atmosphere, I used 11 labs to generate sound effects and a few voice lines using AI. It generated sounds for swords attacks, grunts for the enemy when they are being hit by the player, and even a few lines for the main character reacting to seeing the enemy for the first time.
Hate YouTube ads?
So, like, this is real, again, like, the ability to just, like, take and build on this, and the fact that AI kind of look, like, what he was doing, it all looks like shit out of, like, Fable right now, which shows that it's slowly learning to get more realistic. You still see that weird, like, cartoony gloss that it has on it, something from, like, a game like Fable, especially Fable, and there was other games in the 2000s that had stuff like this, but the fact that it's at that stage and it's advancing this fast, so cool, dude. This is such a cool fucking world we're living in.
Wonder what this guy did before dying to get this ugly in the afterlife.
For visual effects, AI is still not there, so I added some VFX from a previous project to round things up. Here's what I ended up with.
Wonder what this guy did before dying to get this ugly in the afterlife.
But, like, the voice work, you could totally tell he used AI because it doesn't have any emotions. I still think voice actors are incredibly necessary if you want to have a realistic approach to what you're doing. Or if you're going to use AI, use it where you talk, where you actually speak into the microphone, and then it changes your voice to be whatever character you want. That way it has the pauses and the themes that you actually want from it. And honestly, like, as you can see in this video, like, you can't use AI to completely make the game. It's completely impossible. But the realms of making things easier and more accessible to your average Joe is the things that I think are important. Being able to create, like, these little set pieces that would normally, if they were out of your realm house of abilities, you'd have to contract to have done, and then all of a sudden this dream you had is now financially unachievable, and it's only achievable with people that have investors and stuff. So I do like the idea that we are going to eventually get to a world where people who are running on a budget of fucking shoelaces and dried semen are able to finally make their dreams come true.
A functional Souls-like prototype, mostly made with AI and free-to-use tools in just a few hours. It's definitely playable, but would I release it? Well, quite obviously I would not. The assets aren't polished enough, and there is still a lot of personality missing.
And that's where the human touch comes in. What you do is you get these assets, and then you take them to another like thing like Blender, and then you clean them up. You make them look like what you want to make them. You make them authentically yours. This is AI. I think even at its best will eventually, because it's going to get better. But I don't think that you're ever going to be able to just use all AI to completely make something. I think that you are going to need that human touch no matter what. And the idea that AI is just going to take over and everything's like all the artists are going to be out of a job. No, you're just going to have to pivot. It's the same thing like when you have a tool like a drill or something. And it's like, oh, I could sit here and screw this in manually and we'll need like 5 more people to do this job. Or I could buy a drill and then go and drill in this stuff. And yeah, some people lose their jobs, but then other people are going to then pivot and learn how to use the drill. It's just, I think that we are getting to a point where this is going to be a tool that is necessary on every project. And that's where we're going. And this idea that it's just, if we hate it enough, it'll disappear. This is a type of innovation that's not a possibility for.
That only human artists can add. But will we ever be able to fully rely on AI tools to create assets and logic for a game? I think we are closer than ever, but there is a catch. While I believe AI can speed up development, it is unlikely to replace the artistic creativity of a human artist. Based on what I was able to make, I think AI is perfect for fast prototyping. I could sketch out my gameplay, test the scale of my characters, experiment with combat, and get the core experience even before hiring an artist to create my assets. This approach could save time and money for indie developers or small studios.
Exactly, dude. Exactly what I'm saying. You could have your game fully specced out, got placeholders, got exactly what you want, and then you could hire an artist, say, I want you to make this, but better. But better. And then you have somebody who's actually talented and who actually understands what they're doing come in, replace that character design, and you would have something that actually looks cool and original. But it's your original idea is still the priority on screen instead of like fighting with visions of other people. I like, because like, well, let's say I contract somebody on like fucking Fiverr or something, and I say I want you to make Undead Outlaw. So he sends somebody with this dressed in cowboy stuff, all cut up and stuff, and he's got no arms, but he's kind of cartoony looking. And I say, no, I don't like that. And he's like, well, you still got to pay me for my work. So I pay him for that work, and then I commission another work, and then I keep commission. Even if he doesn't charge me for that first work, and he just keeps consistently making me more and more art, I still have to go with that back and forth. When with AI, I can say, I want this, type it out, show what it looks like, and say, I want something like that, but I want you to take it a little more gritty. I want you to add more detail. I want you to make this fully stand out, and they will bring you something out, and it cuts that whole back and forth work out of it, and then you get exactly what you want every single time, and it's perfect for a placeholder. I saw another developer who's making a game on Easy FPS Editor who utilized AI as a placeholder, and it's kind of like, okay, I want this out of this character, I want this, and then they eventually will have an actor for the voice acting who will go in and listen to, that's the voice I'm kind of going for, that's the theme, okay, well, I'm going to utilize that and then make it better. Or it's like, okay, you see the artwork of this character that we're using for like this character up in the corner who talks to you, and they flash up on screen. I want something like this, and an artist can be like, boom, I can make that but better. Yes. And then you have this streamlined capabilities that you didn't have before, and I think that is where AI becomes super useful, and it becomes like the drill in the job.
But there's a trade-off. By cutting human input early in the design phase, you miss out on the ideas and discussions that often make games feel unique. AI tools are exciting, but I think they should be seen as creative partners, rather than full replacements for artists. Used carefully, they will change game development, especially within the technical implementation aspect. But for assets creation, we will always need a human touch, especially for the most important assets like the 3D model of the main character or the creative vision for the environment. Even though AI assets provide a huge potential for small studios and individual creators, I really doubt we will see it being used in any AAA titles in upcoming years. I would love to hear your thoughts. Do you think AI will ever be able to make a
So I do think that AI will be used in the AAA industry more as, okay, we want this, this, and this. A team will reach out to their art department and say, these are what we're looking for. The teams that storyboarded, this is what we're looking for. Can you make something like this or something? This is like a starting point. I want you to take this starting point, and then I want you to fully branch out and make something unhinged and cool. I think that's where AI is going to be super useful, and the fact that people are so against it and the idea of having any AI art is bad. It's just so, to me, so fucking, I'm stuck in the past. And it's like, you can, especially for like the indie teams, you can have like one guy working on a game, use some AIR to be like, okay, this is going to be a placeholder. I am then going to make something better. And then you utilize it and make something better. It's just cool. I think it's cool. Let me know what you guys think down below. I mean, I think this guy's kind of on point with almost everything he said in this video. I know I did some AI glazing, and that's going to piss off a lot of people. But this is my opinion, dude. If we agreed on everything, like, honestly, that would be sad. We should not agree on everything. Nobody should agree on everything. I want to have that discourse. Let me know where you think I'm wrong, you think I'm evil, whatever, down in the comments below. Alright, so this is going to be the last video I react to, and then I think I'm going to play some games. I'm going to dive into... this video is about 40k lore. I've been roasted in the past about not knowing my 40k lore, being a fucking sludgy boy, a slappity doodle, and I think that I need to get in and actually get some Warhammer fucking lore. And this is called Why It Sucks to Be the Emperor of Mankind 40k lore. So it's a 12-minute video. We are going to see how much intrigue I'm going to get from the 40k universe.
Being born into the 40k universe essentially guarantees pain and suffering, and the Emperor of Mankind is no exception to this rule. You may think it's great to be a 12-foot-tall space Jesus, but
Jesus Christ, he's 12 foot tall? Bro was fucking making Shaq look like a itty-bitty boy.
He's not immune to the grim darkness of the far future. Even though the Emperor is the main character, he is constantly dealing with bullshit that would make a normal person seek a therapist. Big E literally had to babysit an entire civilization to stop them from killing themselves. His baby mama called Child Protection Services and had his sons taken away, and he knew about humanity's eventual fall to chaos, but couldn't tell anyone because it'd make it worse.
Jesus Christ, he had all his kids taken away and he just knew what the fuck was gonna happen? Why couldn't he tell anybody, though? This is, like, bro, the head of the crown bears a lot of weight or some shit like that, right?
Worse. To top it all off, when he finally got his superhuman sons back, most of them were fucking useless. Some even ended up betraying him, and his favorite of the bunch literally put him in a coma. To get an
Bro. This is what happens when you don't raise your own kids, bro. They come back as assholes.
Idea of how rough his life was, we have to start from the beginning. Big E's birth was relatively normal, aside from the fact that his creation was planned by some crazy shamans high on crystal meth. You see, there were some powerful shamans who were aware of the existence of the warp.
Bro, I didn't realize Dreamcast Guy created the entire universe of Warhammer 40k.
And the evil gods that dwell within it. They figured they'd need someone to fight the chaos deities, so 1,000 of them committed suicide and pulled their souls together to create Space Jesus, aka...
What? Bro, they just drank the Kool-Aid to create Space Jesus? That's how he was created? Was just like a fucking cult Kool-Aid Jim Jones action? What?
aka the Emperor. And so, Big E was born. His parents were regular-ass humans that were part of the first tribes in modern-day Turkey. Growing up, he was pretty normal, until one day his father was murdered. At the funeral, the Emperor unlocks the Jedi Mind Force and finds out his uncle was...
What is this ad, dude? What the fuck is this ad, bro? Why? Why, God? Why? What the fuck was that, dude? No!
Day his father was murdered. At the funeral, the Emperor unlocks the Jedi Mind Force and finds out his uncle was the culprit. Using these same powers, he stops his uncle's heart with his mind. After that, he knows he's special.
Bro just reached into his chest with his mind powers and fucking grabbed his heart and squeezed. What the fuck? I love his little cartoons in this. This is actually kind of adorable, especially when it's talking about 40k. Because this isn't like really dark and gritty and shit too. And this is just like super sweet. This guy's a fucking McDonald's man over here. This is adorable.
And different. He realizes that these violent apes require a leader to lead them to the promised land. So he nominates himself and starts gathering other immortal beings known as perpetuals. Somewhere along the way, he meets his future baby mama, Erda, and his best friend for life, Malkador. The Emperor was
Fucking Malkador is a badass name. That slaps so much clit, dude. That is such a cool name.
pretty active in ancient history, fighting or leading in many wars. Eventually, he encounters the Void Dragon, which is a piece of a literal alien god. Nobody knows why the dragon was on Terra, but legend has it the Emperor fought it somewhere in modern-day Libya. He managed to defeat it, but could not kill it. At some point, he travels to Mars and imprisons the Void Dragon under the planet. Eventually, he just disappears off the face of the Earth. During his vacation, he takes one too many acid trips and foresees humanity's destruction and the existence of the warp and chaos gods. But he couldn't tell anyone. You see, humans are greedy and lustful bastards. Imagine if you told humanity that there are extra-dimensional beings that can bless you with incredible power and immortality if you join them. You can bet your ass there will be some idiots.
Dude, it would have put the entire world into chaos. It would have like actually had everybody fighting against each other, and Warhammer 40K would have turned into Mad Max really fucking quick. Okay. Oh, dude, the heavy is the head that wears the crown again, dude. This is just shit that they just threw on his fucking on his back, and they said, "I enjoy knowing all this," but at the same time, he knows that by telling people, because like a weaker person would have said, "Okay, I'm gonna tell a bunch of people, well, I'm gonna say this is what's happening. We need to stop this," and then a bunch of people would cause chaos, which would inevitably cause all the things he saw.
Sign up for it. This is the first reason it sucked to be Big E. He shouldered this entire burden because if he let this secret slip, most of humanity would turn against their brethren. He could only fight behind closed doors. Some might say he was an asshole for not letting them know, but his choice was the lesser of two evils. Anyway, Big E continues his life, taking different names throughout history. Once he was known as Alexander the Great, another time he was Marilyn Monroe, he was even some guy named Elon Musk once. Then, these idiotic monkeys start thriving and reach a point of critical mass. This was known as the Age of Technology, where humans discovered warp travel, allowing them to colonize space. Humans also start evolving and developed psychic abilities. Just a bit before the discovery of warp travel, the Emperor left Earth on an economy-class ticket to the planet Molech. There, he discovered an entryway into the realm of chaos. Big E proceeded to have a board meeting with the four gods, and they struck up a deal. They would buff him to deity-like status and give him the knowledge to create his super sons, the Primarchs. In return, Big E would have to spread chaos to humanity like it was COVID. Obviously, the Emperor never held up his end of the bargain.
Oh, thank God, dude. Thank God. I thought he was gonna fucking slip. I thought after generations of being all these people making like small adjustments, because that's what he probably did, was he would see some like humanity going in a direction. Now, he didn't say this in the video, but I'm just making some fucking logical leaps. He'd see humanity going in a bad direction. He's like, let's swerve. Let's fucking swerve. Let's get it back on track. And you make like little adjustments here and there to like further mankind in a better direction. And then once he gets, and this just kind of shows how much of a badass he is and the ability to wear that crown because of all this weight on his shoulders. He is then offered what a normal human would say, fuck yeah, I want to be supreme deity. Give me this power. And he tells him fuck off. That is so cool.
Once he got what he wanted, he told the Chaos Gods to piss off. Meanwhile, on Terra, the stupid apes fuck up again. The evolved X-Men were indirectly inviting demonic incursions each time they used their psychic powers and corrupting entire planets. And then, the beloved AI that humans developed went full Skynet, making ChatGPT turn against humanity and vaporizing billions in what was known as the Cybernetic Revolt. This is the second reason it sucked to be the Emperor. He was now stronger than ever after visiting Molech, but he was still helpless and couldn't assist humanity. He was most likely still on his way back from his trip. And yeah, he could see the future, but not really in the way you think. It's more like he could see 100 different futures, with 100 different paths to reach it. How you reach it, and which future it is, would be impossible to determine. There's no way Big E could have predicted the Age of Strife. Regardless of all this,
Well, and even if he could predict the Age of Strife, there was probably a million different little things that, like, okay, so maybe the Age of Strife was always an inevitable possibility, and there was like only one way away from it, and it was something that he couldn't obtain, or there was enough things in his way to make happen that he couldn't stop it. When it comes to billions of possibilities, I mean, we've even seen it with Doctor Strange in those movies where no matter what he did, sometimes the worst possibility plays out. Now I know that it works out for Doctor Strange, but sometimes it just doesn't.
Eventually did win, but at a huge cost. You see, what was left of civilization on Terra was just apocalyptic scraps of a fallen empire, and the surviving human colonies in deep space were weakened and isolated from Terra, so they were prime targets for Xenos or demons. This is where the Emperor could finally be Space Jesus. He revealed himself as the savior of humanity, and with his huge army of Thunder Warriors that he developed through his eugenics program, he waged war to unify the fragmented tribes of Terra. But this was just the beginning. He knew he needed to reconquer all the lost...
Wait, so what I've known about Warhammer 40k is just basically it's war always. It's always war, it's always going to be war. But I didn't realize that everybody was basically dead. That without him, there would be no more humanity. I didn't realize they were that in that dire straits, that it was like literally the influence of all these demons and everything else had caused humanity to go Mad Max mode. And without him and his eugenics program, I guess, the humanity's basically fighting for their existence, period. So it's not like Starship Troopers where it's all like a parody. It's like actual, they're fighting for the right to live.
Worlds to have a united front against future enemies. This project would be called the Great Crusade. And to accomplish this goal, his mentally unstable Thunder Warriors weren't going to cut it. So, the Emperor needed a contingency plan. After mixing DNA with his baby mama...
I'll need your eggs, baby, I need them eggs. Let me spread my seed on those eggs. I need some super babies.
Erda, they ended up creating 20 sons in his image. They were called the Primarchs, and would eventually
20 fucking kids? Bro, that lady's poor vagina, bro. 20 children? What the fuck? What they have like 10 births and 10 of them are twins or something, and then it's 20? Or like that's awful, but at least that seems doable. This bitch was probably having kids until she had to go through menopause.
To be powerful generals that would lead his armies. But, as in all great cosmic dramas, co-parenting proved to be a nightmare. See, the Emperor decided Erda was no longer needed, so he divorced her from the family tree. Furious at his plans to turn their sons into...
What? Bro just fucking dips out on his wife? Terrible fucking dad.
War machines for galactic conquest, Erda took drastic action. She summoned a warp vortex to yeet the Primarchs across the galaxy in a last-ditch effort to save them, then disappeared without a trace. Well, fuck. There goes Plan A. This is the third reason it sucked to be the Emperor. The women he trusted most in the world betrayed him. And
well, I mean, he divorced her first, so is it really a betrayal after he already betrayed her? Like, I mean, if we're gonna get real about this shit, he did divorce her. I mean, yeah, turning his kids into the fucking ultimate warriors to save the universe is kind of fucked, but at the same time, it seems like humanity's didn't have a lot of other choices, so I don't know.
He literally lost 20 of his sons to the depths of deep, dark space. All his life, he wanted a family, and now all he had left was his ashy and wrinkly best friend. Luckily, there was a plan B. He still had genetic material from his Primarchs, so Big E used that to create the warriors known as the Space Marines. The issue was the Emperor still had the Thunder Warriors. Now, you obviously can't have the old employees mixing with the new hires, so the Emperor did what any other great CEO would. He laid them off. But instead of collecting unemployment benefits, the Thunder Warriors were buried 6 foot underground.
Dear God, dude, he fucking scourged them. He was like, listen here, eugenic babies, I'm gonna kill you all. Bro, this is savage.
Anyway, with his new super soldiers, Big E hops on a ship and goes on a great crusade. His goal was to claim back every human world, from pretenders or aliens. It was essentially a space genocide, forcing every human colony to bend the knee and convert to the imperial truth or face annihilation. Along the way, he rediscovers his lost Primarchs. He always knew his sons were alive somewhere because he could hear them faintly through the warp. Of the 20 sons the Emperor handcrafted, 2 were straight up dead. As for the rest, oh, they were a work in progress.
Well, and the sad thing is, like, as much as that mom saw, like, hey, this is a good thing, I'm protecting my kids by sending them across the universe, she got 2 of them killed in this act. So, yeah, it would have sucked being, like, the ultimate weapon for the fucking space god daddy. at least they had a higher chance of survival than fucking this.
Kurz, he was a walking PSA for psychological counseling. He was a schizophrenic sadist who thought murdering entire populations counted as art therapy. Magnus, he was arrogant and wouldn't shut the fuck up about how he did nothing wrong.
So basically, the mom fucked all of these kids by sending them to parentless homes, and they turned into little schizo assholes, is what I'm getting.
Marry a mirror. Lorgar was a religious nut.
Like, they're all schizo fucking assholes.
Fulgrim was so in love with himself, I'm surprised he didn't marry a mirror. Lorgar was a religious nut. Perturabo was the galaxy's grumpiest goth with an inferiority complex. Meanwhile, Mortarion and Angron were so consumed by daddy issues that forgiving anyone, including themselves, was a concept more alien than a Terranid invasion. And then there's Horus, who decided ambition was a personality trait and ran with it. The Lion? He was too prideful, moody, and unforgiving. Ferris? Poor guy couldn't quite keep a good head on his shoulders. The Khan was indecisive, had commitment issues, and allergic to any kind of group chat. Vulcan was so self-sacrificing, it's a miracle he didn't build a campfire and jump into it for fun. Dorn? A stubborn old bastard that would never think outside the box. Russ? Simultaneously, the most obedient golden retriever and the most impulsive bull. Sanguinius was too sensitive for this world. And Gilliman? So annoyingly modest, you'd swear he's running a PR campaign called I'm Just a Chill Guy. And finally, Alfarius and Corax. Good luck finding them. One's hiding, and the other's so emo he disappeared into his own shadow. This was the fourth reason it absolutely sucked.
Dude, so because he didn't raise these kids, because nobody raised these kids, they all became fucking shitty, and they all have a ton of issues, and humanity's fucked because his one thing that he knew that would help humanity, he finally came out of hiding to help, and then his wife was like, I'm gonna eat our kids into the endless bounds of space.
To be the emperor.
Great fucking parenting, by the way.
He had kids, but they were dysfunctional. And the best part was Big E knew. He knew these kids were disasters waiting to happen, which is why he kept chaos a big, fat secret. He figured if he told them about the warp, they'd immediately start poking around and eventually be tempted by the ruinous powers. Joke's on him, though. Some of them still fell to chaos anyway. Turns out, when you make a bunch of overpowered demigods with unresolved trauma and no parental guidance, the ruinous powers don't have to try very hard to sell their free gifts with corruption package. And some of these Primarchs really bought into the cosmic sales pitch.
Bro, he's gonna come in her. That's what's gonna happen. Do you see how well he drew those tits? They're the perfect amount of lumpy.
In particular, Horus Lupercal was the most ambitious fuck out there. He kicked off the Horus heresy because he figured he'd make a better space Jesus. Horus even talked some of his brothers into swapping sides with promises of better work benefits. But Magnus the Arrogant? He didn't need much sweet talking, but he wasn't always the bad guy. You see, early on he found out about Horus's scheme and decided to snitch to Big E. But as usual, Magnus couldn't do anything right. Instead of a simple text message, he Kool-Aid manned straight through the webway, trashed the Golden Throne, which was basically the Emperor's space Lambo, and bailed when it all went to hell. He was so scared of being scolded that he ran like a bitch and never told Big E about the attempted coup.
Bro.
Naturally, Big E sent the Space Wolves to bring him.
Bro, so this reminds me a lot of oh god, what, like Hamilton? No, Julius Caesar. This is very Julius Caesar. This is very Rome inspired. It's honestly some dude who's like, I really like Star Wars, and I really like, I actually don't know what came first, Star Wars or 40K. Let me know in the comments below. But I really like Star Wars, and I really, really, really like Rome. Let's make something together with it, and then this is what happened. This is sick. I'm fucking vibing with this, dude. This is so cool.
Back. Magnus, wallowing in guilt, ghosted everyone, shut off his comms, and decided his screw-up meant the Thousand Sons had to pay the ultimate price. With Magnus on airplane mode, Leman Russ took it as a kill-on-sight order after Horus hacked his iPhone. The result was Prospero burning, Magnus getting wrecked in a duel, and his soul shattered into pieces. Magnus thinks he's beyond redemption in the eyes of the Emperor and ultimately turns to chaos. Anyway, the rebellion is in full swing. Some Primarchs die, hundreds of thousands of Space Marines die, billions of humans die. The Emperor eventually kills his traitorous son Horus, but it comes at a huge cost. This is the fifth reason it sucked to be the Emperor. He tried his best to give his sons as many chances to succeed as possible, but the ungrateful bastards spat in his face. Some ended up getting murdered, some turned into demon princes, and some just disappeared altogether. All he got as a reward was to be the most overqualified life support patient, permanently welded to the golden throne.
Jesus, dude. All of his sons fucking sucked. None of them were cool. They all wanted him. They all decided we're gonna make you die. And then froze him to the fucking, now he's on life support. This is insane. Now I knew some of this for when I made my Warhammer our bolt gun video, because I watched like a 1 minute breakdown of the Horus Heresy. But this is way more information.
The sixth and final reason it sucked to be the Emperor is even though he was the most powerful human psyker, could see parts of the future, and had legit plot armor, he still couldn't save his sons or humanity. At best, he stalled the impending doom of the human race at the costs of trillions of lives. You just can't win in the grim dark universe of 40K. That concludes today's episode.
Dude, so that's kind of crazy. We're gonna have to watch more of this, because like I really like his animation style. I like what he was able to do. This was fun. It was interesting. It wasn't just me listening to fucking boring lore forever. I liked all the drawings he did. It was adorable. He gets to subscribe. Check out Grimdoc. This is just really interesting to me that this dude was like slowly working to stop all of the fucking death of the humanity. And what ended up being his biggest Achilles heel was his main fucking trump card, that he created all these children and then they got him killed. That's so nuts. That's so nuts, dude. I honestly am really interested in this 40K stuff now. I've been wanting to get more interested into it because, like, there's supposed to be a TV show coming with Henry Cavill, and he, like, loves this shit, so it might actually be good. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. For right now, that was a good video. I fucking feel a little smarter after watching it, which is hard for me to do because I'm an absolute idiot. I got retard status on high. Retard status on high. But yeah, that is the fucking why it sucks to be the emperor of mankind. It seems like he probably could have done a little more, but also, what could have he done? Now I want to play some games, but before that, I gotta pee again because I have a way too small bladder. Alright, I'm back. We're gonna play some more Coven. Oh, I don't want to make my head that big. We're gonna play some more Coven tonight. Coven. I'm coming in your asshole. I am gonna come in you so hard you won't even be able to handle it. Oh, the cum is in your mouth. The cum is in your mouth and it's really big. Really big amount of cum. Ha 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 ha. Alright, we're gonna play some Coven. I'm gonna go. I think I already have game capture on for this game. I was having a lot of fun with this. The crossbow fucking sucks. Crossbow sucks in this game. It's ass. It's fucking. It's so ass. It's ass and it's so ass. Oh, thank you for the fucking warning that this game is violent. Wow, dude. You're telling me that a game where I eat people for health is violent? Whoa, dude. I'm rising up again, I am. I do hate when I start to stream a game and my facial animations drop to fucking like 12. It literally goes to like 12 frames an hour. Alright. Turn that bitch down a little bit. Oh, we're cooking now. Alright, hold on. Alright, I got one more shot left in this fucking pistol. Whoa! Oh, this part is so hard. And then the game crashes, like, consistently. Let's see if it full crashes or not. Nope. We're good. So, I'm out of mana. So, yep, full crash. We got a full crash. We had a full crash. See, this is the problem with this game, dude. I like it, but it's got some performance issues, honestly. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Not every game can be perfect. Not every fucking... Are we, yeah, there we go. What are you gonna do, you know? It sucks because, like, this is why I stopped playing it the other night, is because I ran into this shit, and this is something I will bring up when I make a video on it, is just the fucking continual crosses. Now, I don't have the most beefy fucking PC out there. I mean, I know that I have my limitations, but, goddamn, bro. Talk about an unoptimized mess. Again, dude, I have fucking... like sludge AIDS graphics card, so I can't be too crucial on it. It might run great on better hardware. But what are you gonna do? Is there something up here that I was supposed to get? Ooh! Ooh! That's a huge win, dude. Oh, that's a big, big win. I think I almost missed that, dude. Maybe some exploration would be pretty good right here. Bigger arrows. I still think there's something probably over here, but I don't know what. I am gonna break. So I feel like every time I come over here, I feel like I'm missing something. So I'm gonna go over to this wall. So I'm gonna run to the edge of it. See you. Boom, boom. We're going. We're moving. Following the wall. Boom. Following the wall. Okay, there's nothing. There's nothing. It's honestly unfortunate. I thought there'd be something more. I thought there'd be something cool over here other than just set dressing. Yep, just set dressing. What's up? I would love to grab a diaper. Hold on, boys and girls. I'll be right back. Fatherly duties. Where are they? On the bassinet. Speaking of things, I have to move the camera over. There we go. So now it doesn't just play TV. On the bassinet, I found the diaper. Diaper for the baby. She's really, really small. She likes to pee and poop, and all the time is small. My little baby, you are so cute and weird. You are my little baby. I love you so much. Oh, so run. I have the perfect wife. I have the perfect life. Everything about my life is amazing, and I love my family. I love my everything. I'm a big happy boy. I wonder. Hold on. So. Oh yeah. Damn it. Dude, what the fuck? Okay. Ah, fuck. Shit. I had this great plan. And it all went to shit. Well, now I know that there's... Got him. So last time yeah, so that does nothing. Awesome. How many ammo do I have on that? Okay. I'm gonna save here, even though I did kind of shitty. I still think that I'm doing better than I have been, and I'm sick of killing these same guys over and over again. Oh, I need to jump on there. That was the other reason I was going that way. Okay. So now I have actual, like, fucking strategies and shit. Okay, I can't make that jump. Alright, whatever. Got him. Jose! Back to higher health. Alright. Oh my gosh, dude. It does kind of bother me that I can't like jump up and like get up to that guy that I want to. Oh, dude, I can get that other guy. I remembered how. I remembered I have dude, this is so fucking smart. Oh, you guys are gonna actually cry when you see how smart I am. Or you can look at it reversely as how dumb I was to begin with. So either way, you have material to make fun of me for or love me for. Did you see that? Did you see how I Oh yeah, dude. Look at that. But now. What do you mean? See, are you saying I can't jump up there? So I just can't. Okay. Well, it was gonna be super smart strat, and then it wasn't. I totally forgot to fucking move my camera back over, so you saw none of my reactions to that. Awesome. I need gold key for that, okay. I think gold key is needed for this, right? Hey, stop. Hey! Fuck off, dude. You serious? I'm dead. Dude, I fucking hate how they have flaming arrows always, dude. And their charge up time is like half of mine, dude. It's like one of the biggest issues with this game is the crossbow sucks so bad and it feels like such a necessary weapon. What? It's such a necessary weapon to what you're doing, and yet here I am fucking wishing it was anything better. Okay, that's acid. Is there anything else over here that I can, that is useful? What? I can go all the way back here and there's nothing? Dude, why wouldn't you put a secret back here if you let me walk all the way back here? I still don't know how you'd get up there. I mean, sometimes I don't think that they want you getting to certain places, but let's check what this house says too. Oh, I thought one of the doors. Is this door open? Door is barred. Okay, well maybe. What's up, sweetheart? You good? Do you love me? Are we best friends? Well, that's good. Oh, fucking waste of a bolt. Got him. Got him. I used all my ammo for it, but I got him. There's a guy over on the right. There's a guy over here. Fucking die, dude. Jeez. See? Dude, how is that? See, this is what annoys me is the aiming is like just enough off that it's fucking irritating in this game. Okay. The gate is the foundry. We will unlock the foundry quickly. Blah, 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 blah. I already read all that, so it doesn't really matter. I've gone way further in this. I've already read this. Let's switch. Now, because I don't want to go through this again, I am running all the way back. I know it seems like a long jaunt, but I just don't want to do all this again. And I know that makes me a weaker gamer, and I should just like go in headstrong and not be a bitch, but fuck you. Gotcha. Dude, like how the fuck do they have the ability to shoot fucking 3 and I have the ability to shoot? I hate the crossbow in this game. Like, it's just such a weird fucking thing, dude. I don't utilize magic enough either, but I don't have a lot of mana to use right now. The vomit mechanic is really cool, though. I found a valve. Okay. You're good. No alcohol in that. I know I could have probably explored down there a little bit better, but I have places to go, bitches to meet, you know. Ow. Prick. Okay. Vomit. Gold key. So I'm not going through that door yet. I have to go back. I have to backtrack. I have to run away. Hold on. There is somewhere I want to explore, and it's a good place to save. And I have a lot of health. So this is like all going up for King Jippy. Fuck bees. You run as far. When you see the bees, bro, you run as far as you fucking possibly can. I'm gonna go check out what this other door does. Oh, it just loops back around. That's super fucking anticlimactic, actually. Run, 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 run. What is it? What keys do I need for this one? Ah! Ah! Get away from me! Damn it! Okay.
Stop that witch.
Got him. Okay. Okay. Hey, look at that. Man, I'm full on grenades, dude. This is cool. I'm already doing better. Shit. Got him. Okay. Okay. Oh, dude, they're all over the place. They're all over the place. Oh, shit. Dude, die! Oh. Okay. Oh my god, dude. That was actually terrifying, I'm not gonna lie. Oh my god. Oh. Fuck. No! That means I have to do all of that over again, dude. No. Well, now I know that. Oh, I'm way back here? No. I wonder what this door does. Hold on. Ah, yeah, dude. Dude, fuck this game, dude. I swear to God. Oh. Let's see. And that's what's up. Jesus Christ, dude. Oh, I forgot I had slow motion, dude. I have slow motion, and I completely forgot about it, to be honest. Oh, wait. I didn't get the bombs, dude. See, dude, it's just like everybody takes so many rounds to kill him. Got him. I know there's health back here now. Save right here so I don't have to do this shit again. Look you, baby. Let's try to break this open real quick. Nope. So, through that door is a boss fight. But before I go to that boss fight, I want to see what's on this ship. If I can swim out to that ship. There's a cool ship out here, and I want to see what's on it. Shotgun.
Captain's log, the storm pushes off the course, and we've ended out outside of Bushwick town. Arthur 10 is going to be delivered. We are already behind schedule before we left. The plague hunter is much harder than we expected. Delayed us further. Arthur 10 was expected to deliver some sensitive cargo to a remote island deep in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Our vessel sank offshore. He's going to have our head for this.
Okay. That sounds like a win. We're getting some head. This is a cool ass ship. I don't have a lot of ammo. I don't want to waste it. Okay, so I need jump then. Ooh, bullets! I'm fucking stonking up right now, boys. Stonk Captain 5.
What on earth have they got us carrying? The lower deck.
The lower deck is completely locked off. I never in my 15 years at sea have they locked cargo away from us. Lads who sleep in the middle deck have complained of noises in the night coming from down below. Routinely they'll be stricken with night terrors and wake up sweating and screaming, visions of blackness, nails crawling at wood, desperate to get free. I have to flee about this voyage. Bad feeling about this voyage.
How much, Bill? How much, Bill?
I'll eat the cheese later. This is peak exploration right here, dude. This game has a really good exploration. And super fun level design. So, inflict blood loss? Ooh.
The coin wasn't worth it. We must be days behind. No food left, no water, no sanity. It will be a short voyage. Just watch over the cargo and remain unseen. Bollocks, the cargo screams in the night for me. Let them out, begging, pleading. What the fuck does Arthur 10 want with this cargo? What is he doing, for God's sake, in Ireland? I want no part anymore, fella.
Ooh, dude, this is creepy. What? no, because I'm not coming back. Dude, I'm honestly expecting to die, like somebody to come after me any second once I get to the top of this shit. Oh, I thought that cannon was a person, almost got scared. Oh, I wish I could pick that shield up and use that shield instead of the wooden one I have. Like, it'd be like an upgraded shield. Okay. I'm gonna go one last look around up here. Make sure I didn't miss anything, and then... Hey, that was fun, dude. See, that was like a... That was a perfect little use of exploration that... Easily missable, something that is just like... Because I decided to take the extra little initiative to explore, I got something cool out of it. That's kind of what's up. So that locks, so that way locks me behind that door. So I want to go back because there's one more piece of exploration I wanna go after. There's a door back this way. I'm gonna save here in case I die. Oh, I mean, yeah. Is there something? Perfect. Pussy. Cool, they got these meat slabs just hanging here in case I want to eat. That's pretty cool, dude. That little extra attention to detail is really, really nice. Brunswick town gates are shut until further notice. Passengers will be hung. So yeah, that was just another little extra... Ah! What? Pussy. Oh, this is good, dude. So was that the most necessary thing? No. Alright. So wait. I can't remember how to change the fire and magic and stuff. There's like a way. There's like a way to actually change the type of magic you're using, and I can't remember how to do it. Hold on. I could, graphics. Dude, what are the okay, control. Rebind controls. Dash slow toggle gun mode. Cancel charge attack. Spell attack. Okay. It's really so completely useless. Don't know. So if there is a way, I have no idea how to utilize it. So right here is where I'm going to save. Because once I go through this door... Shit! Come on! That was so dumb, dude. Dude, of course, fucking... Damn it, dude. That was so dumb, dude. I got it this time. I killed the guy I wanted to kill really fast, so... Remember, 4 is what I want to switch to. 6 is grenade, 4 is what I want to switch to after. Okay, that was a much better... Okay, I'm cooking now. I'm fucking cooking now. So... Got him. And that's what's up. There we go, guys. I don't have a lot of ammo, which sucks, but I have ammo for this gun. That's all that matters. Do I have ammo for the crossbow? Got him.
Come here.
Ah! That was monumentally terrifying. Alright, my acid's at full, so I need to bomb it soon. This level was daunting, to be honest. Door is barred. Oh, every door is barred, bro. Hey! Par is 5 minutes. Go fuck yourself. Blaze hit a hard town hard. I need to make my way through the wretched streets to the castle. Okay. I'm not fully... Oh, they took my health away. They give me more ammo? They did. Not as mad about them taking my health away.
Stop that whip.
Oh! I love that people are able to just, like, eat fucking bullets for breakfast, dude. So, I do like that they color code shit to say, hey, you can break this. That's kind of cool. Okay. And that's how that's done. Shit! That was stupid. Bro. Did I leave enough bodies to get myself back full of health? I mean, there's some way back there, but I think I'm gonna let those chill. Hey! Bro was not playing around, honestly. Honestly, not playing around. Dude, he showed up with W fucking Riz and ruined my life. Okay, so my mana's at 100 now. With the bronze key. That puts me back at the beginning of the level. I can eat those guys whenever. So I'm gonna leave those guys chilling. I think there was a... Isn't there a door over here? No. So the bronze key opens the shining door right here.
Come here.
Oh, dude, what a time to be out of ammo. Oh, Jesus. Alright. That was it? That was it? Just one combat encounter? Ah! I hate those archers so much. It's such an annoying fucking enemy. Because, like, again, I'm going to reiterate why they're so annoying. Because it's like... Because they shoot... They shoot twice as fast as I do with a crossbow. If mine was like 3 bolts at once, no complaining, dude. We'd be on equal footing. But it just feels like they have a cheat. Needs a gold key, yeah. Huh? Anybody else that's fucking sneaky? Okay. Totally a mechanic I forgot about, and I could have been using it the whole time. Okay, so I mean, the weapons are good. Everything's good in this game, so there's not a lot. I think I killed him. Fucking hate those guys. The enemies are... Ah, fuck me. Oh, God. No, I did not want to shoot. No shit. Okay, got him. Oh, dude, what a waste of an ammo right there. Yeah. Really a wide open area. I think that's where they put all those enemies because they're like, oh, dude, he'll run in this wide open area. Have to.
Town gate is supposedly inside the church on the main square. If I were to ever get out of here, I'll get in there. Unfortunately, it's locked up, and the only way is through the service tunnel underneath, which is guarded, and seemingly the only way is to raise the water from the canal so we can swim up to the ledge. The minor problem being that the valve handle for the raising water is up-shackled enough the canal where here and there are too many of the town guard about. We'd be caught and hanged by the neck. It's risky, but we're getting desperate. So that's where the valve goes. Didn't realize this was Half-Life. Whoa! Fuck did that come from? Ah, shit. Damn it, I'm almost out of health again. Or ammo again. Dude, I thought you were dead, bro.
Now you are.
You dare challenge me?
Hey, stop.
Fuck you.
How he? Fucking got his butt.
Dude, my shield has got to be... Silver key needed. Okay, so I need keys from in here. Oh yeah. Okay.
Come here.
Oh, great. Okay. That cleared up those fucking losers. Okay. That was exhilarating, to be honest with you. Okay. Oh no. Oh. Okay.
Stop.
Ah, shit. Got him.
Stop.
Aha! Oh, dude, that was scary, bro. Whoa! We got the suicide bombers now? Jesus, dude. Huh. Bro, you're just hiding in the fucking... I don't care about fighting that guy, to be honest. These guys are annoying to fight, so I'm just not gonna do it. No way, dude. No way. Hold on, let me save. Let me go back far enough to where I have a save. And then I need a save because it's not letting me use doors. And I think if I save the game, I can rectify that problem. There's gotta be a place that I have. There has to be a save location right here. No! No, 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 dude! No! No, dude, the game locked me out! All of that is for nothing! I can't save, I can't open doors. You won't even tell me what kind of doors? What the fuck, game? This is why you need to put manual fucking saves in your game for shit like this. Like, I get it, they're like, oh, it adds another difficulty, blah, 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 or, oh, it's hard to code in the saves, I already did all this stuff, blah. But at the same time, if your game has any issues, like this game, I can't even climb ladders, bro. So now, rewind controls. The issues with this game are so apparent, and I really like this game, but it has so many problems. Autosave. That's not an autosave. It's a... No. $9.44. Okay, so this one... No. No way, dude. It's all the way back here. It's all... I didn't realize the game wasn't letting me save. I just... Everything I did has been, It didn't remember any of my saves, so it's all the way back to this town. Why wouldn't you have an automatic save at the beginning of a level when you... If this is all the way back to this town, dude, I'm done for the night. I'm done for the night. This is just too much for me to handle. I'm just too fucking annoyed. This game has problems, like a lot of problems. And I want to like it, but it's going to crash right here, too. Yep, it crashed right here. I just got a EXE not responding. Well, boys and girls, that is it for me. If this game... I like the game, too, a lot. The problem is, like... I got so far, now I'm a whole level behind. Like, that last save was so far back. Like, it didn't count any of my saves. I don't think. Like, I'm not leaving it. I want to see where the last save was. because if it didn't count any of those last saves I made, that's bad, dude. That's the whole fucking like level over again. Because I was like really religious about saving, because I've had the issue where I haven't saved enough. And why wouldn't you have an autosave at the end of a level at the begin to walk into a new level? Or have a save zone right at the beginning of your next level? Watch this be right. God, this is fucking stupid if this is how it's gonna be. Oh, God, it's gonna corrupt again. No, I hear sound effects. Okay. So it wasn't that far back. Okay, it's not that big of a deal.
Stop.
It's not that big of a deal. We're fine. It honestly wasn't that far back. Just making sure that works. Okay, it's locked. Okay, I'm gonna save again. Okay, so it wasn't as far back as so the picture they used for that save is from the level before, which is incredibly disheartening. So there is gonna be ow. Are you kidding me? Got him. It only took all my fucking grenades. Yay! But I sound a little upset. It's just because this was a long way to go to have all of your shit taken from you, to be honest. This is super disheartening to like the max, bro. Can I shoot through here? No, I can't. Okay. There's no way he ate all those shots. I don't know. People be mad spongy in this game. I ran right into that health or that arrow. I wish there was something I could do to get out of this fucking burning. Like, okay, so I'm gonna go all the way back and save again because I don't want to fight all these guys again. Make sure that saving's still working, and this isn't a game-breaking bug. Because if this is a bug where it like locks me in every time to this area, what'll end up happening is it's like there's a way to jump up and get up there, but I don't know how to do it. So I can save. Good. I think I know how to do it. Hold on. No, I don't know. I don't know. I don't care. That's just fucking another glitch. Okay, so I can climb ladders. That's an upside. Okay, so I already read that. There's a bad guy. There's a bad guy up there, but oh shit, I'm out of ammo. Okay, hold on. I got plenty of ammo for the crossbow. Thank you. What? Dude. Awesome. Super cool. Awesome, awesome. The lack of ammunition in this game is just... like, it's not that bad. It's not like the hardest, most tedious game ever made. Like, I know that this isn't that bad, but...
Stop that witch. Hold on.
I want to go to the crossbow, I think. I think the crossbow is the correct choice, because there is... oh, no, not yet. I don't have to worry about that yet. Give me some health. Give me some ammo. Got plenty of mana now. So now I want to switch to the... how much ammo do I have with the pistol? 12? Go crossbow. I'm going to charge up.
Hey. Die, bitch.
Right, bitch. I hate when you cut them in half, how you can't get health from them. It's just such a, like... one of those things is kind of bullshit. Whoa! 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 Who shot? Oh, this fucking guy. Okay. Oh, I don't have grenades now, dude. Fuck! This is why this game's kind of annoying. Ow. And I'm out of ammo. Shit. Oh. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh. Okay. I know I have ammo with the crossbow. So we're gonna keep running with that. Holy shit, that was scary. Awesome. So I know there's a lot of bad guys in this. Must have got that other guy. Oh. Oh, that's waste of good health. Alright, I'm safe. Okay. Oh, the game works again. Oh, the game works again. Okay, so last time I thought maybe that was just a weird not able to climb ladder. Oh, you can kill him without killing. I was aiming for the bucket, by the way. That shows you how bad of an aim I am. Dude, that's so ridiculous how much ammo you have. Like, headshots are so important in this game. Oh, dude, that was so fucked. I was right next to a save and everything. Oh, that's so rude, dude.
Gotcha.
Ammo. Fuck. Save progress again, maybe. Because I am not getting far in this game again, and then having to go through it all over again. Ooh. So I got some crossbow bolts. So these are all gonna be. Oh! Why am I on fire? Okay, so there's gonna be something fucking around this corner. Okay, big guy. What? There we go. Ah, shit. Save progress, baby. It's a gold key. Don't have that yet.
those pig fuckers who've been selling the Lord some of their fine wares aren't the brightest. They don't know a spy is among them. They tried to send a bunch of poison goods as some kind of retaliation for Bruce crossing her gates. We've ordered the spy to poison the lot of them. He has more than happily obliged, selling out his comrade for a few measly coin and a keg of ale. No wonder folk like these rot in the muck as they lay, grace and decorum, as well as any kind of loyalty.
That's what's up. Okay, so this area was just kind of like a secret woobity. Unfortunate. Awesome. I'm caught on fire. How did that one shot kill him, dude? Like, every other time I try to kill these guys, it's like 472 shots. I need my crossbow to start praying to Jesus. And then this time it was just like, cool, dude. Ah. Okay. That was cool. I found a secret. Awesome. Every time, dude. Every time. These are the worst enemies ever. Unless I got the key. I did it. Then why were there so many enemies there? I'm actually confused. I need a gold key. What? What do you mean, dude? What? What is going on? Oh shit. Bro.
Gotcha.
I got the valve though, didn't I? I swear I got what? Okay, maybe I didn't get the valve. So I went through an ultimate terror of violence over here. And I didn't get the valve? What? It was safe because I killed all those people. But I went on this terror of violence. The valve should have been... No, that was where the silver key was. Okay. But did I miss the valve in here somewhere? The music in this game is pretty good. So... Okay, I got myself stuck, so I'm gonna load. I know I just saved. So. Oh, post program. Oh, this is such a good game to have this many problems, dude. Oh man, dude. I'm just glad that, like, when I did have that, like, my panic before was the picture that they used on this shit looks like. I'm just kind of curious where they put this valve. I know this game's gonna take like 47 minutes to fire up. Aha. So I checked here already. I know it's not up there. So what's confusing me about this is I followed this game pretty much to a T, all the way up until this point. Like, was doing everything I felt like was correct. Got here. Doors are all barred. That's a secret. I think you know it's secret. I need a valve. And I'm not... Bullets? I don't need bullets. I need a... Oh. I was literally leaning up right there, so there was a reason. I remember being in there and saying that it was weird that there wasn't a reason for that. And because this game is glitchy as shit, save at every opportunity. I think I know where to go from here. Yep.
Come on.
The aiming is just so far off that it's just like... Sometimes it's like good. Other times you'll be aiming directly at something and it won't hit it. Like, I don't know how many times I've been in this situation where I've been like, oh, okay, I know exactly what to do, and then the game's bugginess is what gets me. Yep. There's again the bugginess getting me. blood is what got this guy. How many do I got with from? What the fuck? That dude just throw like fucking... Whoa, what the fuck is this guy? Oh, I think he's a wizard, Harry. Alright, I got him. Ah, pussy. The power of vomit. Where the fuck is he, dude? Got him. Oh, come on. Got him. Nice try, buddy. I have magic on my side, bitch. You tried to burn me at the stake, and I burned you at the altar. Let's go, dude. I killed the ultimate fake Christian. This is the way I'm supposed to go. We're gonna find out. I say it though, that's all that matters. Oh shit. See, that time I hit the bucket like I wanted to. Oh, dude, that is such a sick... Oh no, dude, no! Okay. There's a boss fight coming up. Holy shit. Sorry for crashing too. I'm just so upset. I'm just so upset if the game crashes here. I mean, I saved right before this. So it's not like it's the end of the fucking world, but still annoying. Yeah, dude, it's gonna crash right here. Yeah, it crashed right here. This is, what time is it? 10:18. Yeah, I'm going to bed, dude. I'm going to bed. It's time to go to sleepy. Bye. Catch you guys later. It was fun. I will finish this game another